Hello,
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
welcome
Hello.
back. We are.
I've been to work.
He's been to work. I've also technically
Right.
been to work. I was
Twice
doing
as
some
sweaty.
drawing. I did a bit of a commission
Did
today.
you draw some bums and
I
willies?
actually didn't.
Oh.
This is a safe for work one for once. Yeah,
It's usually
I
safe for
agree.
wank.
Ugh. My voice hasn't gotten any better.
What is this bit?
I don't know. It's probably
It's
got.
a male of that one.
Yeah, it's probably
we
for
don't-
daisy chaining or something.
That's what I'm
Maybe stick that back
Yeah.
on.
This is a splitter.
Yeah, we had a whole online conversation about where's the end of this particular wire.
For the bottom fans, yeah.
Yeah, this one here.
Because it's a 7-pin thing, which obviously doesn't exist on
It's a
motherboards,
It's a
so-
7-pin, but it's smaller than all the rest of the 7 pins.
Hmm.
Like these ones here.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, where the fuck does it go? And we were trying to figure out whether it went into this. Well, we found out that it went into this at the end because we couldn't figure out where it was.
I was just like,
Yeah.
look in the box, find more wires.
Yeah.
And we did.
And there was this whole thing about the box that we've got for insert rest of sentence here.
For all the Leanne Lee fans.
yes.
Do you remember that little magnetic thing I was talking about with?
Yeah, that you scuffed the back of it with.
Yeah. Do you know where that is?
I
Because it's for that.
I think I put it on this general area.
I'm not seeing it.
Um,
I feel like it might be under all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we'll only refer to the laptop if we need it. Oh yeah, we're going to have to move the SSD as well. I think you said that. I forgot. It was stuck on that, on the other side. Is it still there?
no, I took it off and moved it. I took it off and moved it so that we wouldn't lose it.
Well, it doesn't matter because there's another one.
And we fucking lost it.
It's fine. There's another one for a hub that I totally don't need, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's fucking gone.
That'll turn up when we're moving out.
Probably, yeah. So we're moving the SSD, which means we've got to unscrew it.
Yeah.
Right.
But putting it back in will be easy.
You say that. So is it actually this one we've got to put it in?
Yeah, the nice easy one where you just push a button and it goes.
Fucking
So we didn't need to unscrew it all at the start, but it's fine. It's a learning curve.
my entire arse.
RDP, hello, part 2. Yeah, sorry, we
Part two.
my SSD turned up really early. It was supposed to be here on Monday, but it turned up at R5 last night. So we went, shall we start?
Yeah.
We'll start building. So yeah,
We started earlier, and now was it like 12 hours later, something like that?
about 9 hours.
Where's the other
I
screen?
went to work and now we're doing part 2.
Shut your fucking mouth.
She said that too. To be fair.
Lock your lips around the shaft.
That's what I said.
Gonna get the whole story out of him soon. The rest of
Must be
the
knackered. I am a little bit, yeah, but it's worth it. Look at it. That's a screen. You see all this black part here on the front? That's a screen on the case because I like gimmicks.
Yeah. There you go.
We have screw cam.
Scram.
So we're hoping that the thermal strip thing that was on the heatsink that he is unscrewing wasn't just loose thermal paste that's now splattered everywhere.
We're hoping it was like a spongy thing.
It
Which
looks
it
like-
appears to have been.
Yeah, brilliant. Right.
It's like plasticine.
Oh shit, there was a blue thing. Yeah, here. Let's reapply the blue.
I mean, it's not going to be pretty, is it?
No. It's gonna be pretty gay. Yeah, it is kind of like blue tack. It squashed a slight bit, but it doesn't matter.
We've got to remember to take it out
Yeah,
before
it
we
should
reapply this.
just slides, doesn't it? Yeah. That is nice and easy.
Yep.
I like it.
Put this where it is meant to go.
Oh shit! Yeah, we took all the blue bits off the bottom, but it doesn't matter. It will just. I think it will dry out a bit. Yeah.
Well,
What can we do? We don't have any.
Well, you've got like a shit ton of other SSDs that you said you were going to be putting into it.
Yeah, I don't want to put any in these slots because they take away PCIe lanes from the GPU, slowing both the SSD and GPU down, which I didn't know before I bought the motherboard. So essentially, I've got one 5th gen, which we're about to use, and then down the bottom I've got two 4th gens I can use, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why it has to share PCIe lanes with the fucking... Because that has 16 PCIe lanes.
Right.
But if I put it in there, it halves it to 8, and it also halves the fucking GPU.
Why would it...
I don't know why it does that, and I hate it.
That's fucking...
Basically, PCIe lanes, they're just like data quick moving roads, if you like. So
what we could do is we'd probably salvage this, cut it and put it on.
That's a good idea. Do we have any scissors?
We have lots of scissors. In fact, we're looking at some right there. Unfortunately, I've got to go get it.
Down you go. This little bastard alone was 200 quid. It's a Gen 5 SSD. Not many people had those. I don't even think PS5s have Gen 5, do they? I think they're Gen 4 still.
No idea. I don't look at the stats for these fucking things.
They would be. Gen 5's 2025 technology, so yeah.
Oh, you know what? We can actually just take this one and stick it on one of those.
Is that meant to come off?
Oh,
yeah, it's the bottom
It's the
one,
one
yeah,
we're
yeah.
sticking it on, aren't we?
We should take one of those rubber pads as well. Put it.
Good plan.
Good plan, Vagina Man.
Sorry, you just make me sick.
Me too. I make me sick. The trouble is, though, we're going to build this, and then, you know, load up Windows 11, blah blah blah, do all that stuff, and then I'm going to have to go to fucking bed because I've got work again later.
Oh, that's annoying. This one's got a hole in the middle.
Oh shit. That shouldn't matter too much.
But it only matters the bit that's not covered.
Yeah, that's it. It's the right width as well, so that's good. Yeah. Can't believe how tiny SSDs are. Remember hard drives? This fucking house brick sized thing?
Yes.
At least.
I still use them.
Caveman. There's a 2 terabyte one in what is now your PC that I formatted for you. So
Please stop.
I'm poking his shoulder. I was going like this. That's how I let him know things.
It sounded just like wood. Right. Is that in?
That's what she said.
I'm going to turn that on.
Hang on, let me have a look.
It's just, it seems to just be doing that. Is there meant to be like a screw or something? I'm not sure. I don't want to push too hard on it because I don't know what the fuck.
That is weird. That's meant to be. I guess that worked.
I didn't even touch it. I bashed this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just clips in. I didn't even push that hard.
Oh. Well, why didn't it do it when I did it? Fucking bastard.
I guess you pushed not hardly enough.
the magic touch.
That is
My
a
penis.
mighty heatsink. You could murder someone with that. So we want to cut that in half, do we? Is that good?
We're going to need a bit for that.
Okay.
So we want to have a look at it and then try and cut a bit that's same size.
It's a bit fat.
A little bit, yeah.
I know how it feels. Okay, so yeah, up to that first dot. Perfect. And then I'll just Slim it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's basically just come straight back off again.
I don't know if I can slim myself up with scissors. Yeah, so literally it just doesn't go in too well.
The thing is,
That's why you didn't push it all the way. There we go. Yeah, you got to push it inward. I do have the magic touch. Same with that. Push it slightly towards us and then down until it clicks. That's the one. Oh, right. Which?
I'm trying to get it under the thing, so I'm not pushing it so hard.
Gotcha.
It really wants me to push really hard on it, and I don't want to fucking break your SSD. So I'll do it. See what I mean?
You do have to push pretty damn hard.
It's really uncomfortably hard.
But that's yeah, that is what they said to do because it's got to have contact with that thermal goo, hasn't it? That's why we put the little rubber thing under it, so it's got extra pressure.
Right. So we've replaced that, and we just got to put a little bit on there, don't we? Right, it's a bit wide, but it'll do the job. Won't it?
Yeah, I cut a little bit off, but I didn't want to cut too much. It'll be covered up anyway. Yeah, perfect. Good job. See, this is good. You're better at the like delicate stuff, and I'm good at like.
We've got another bit here, haven't we? There's a slidey bit of this. We can try and like wedge it under, and we should be fine.
Yeah. You say.
I think it'll be about the same length as the last one.
Okay, so that was about that much. Get off. Want to slim it up a bit?
Yes, please. So like the second circle, that's so like there.
We are men of science.
Yes, we love our science. Boron. I love boron.
Is that an element?
It is. So
It sounds a bit boron to
so
me.
fucking boron. I hate boron. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that on because it just sticks every time.
Yeah.
I think we may just have to let that one dry.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a pointless bit of thermal paste, really, isn't it? Because it's under a slider that it doesn't really touch the SSD. Yee.
Oh, hang on. I slid it all the way across.
That's what she said.
Now I can stick it on.
Oh, it actually goes further to the left or right, or whatever direction that is.
I don't know which direction. Up to me.
No, it's not up to you.
There we go. We've salvaged the whole damn thing.
Nice. Good.
And now we can stick this back on.
Stick this bacon.
I love bacon.
Bacon and sausage.
Bacon.
And a couple of oogs.
Bake off.
And some booked burns. I don't know. I've been awake a while.
I've been awake too. I hate being awake.
I've been awake for so long. It's a nice day for a white PC. I hate myself.
A white breading. Just have a KFC.
Do they call it breading? KFC? Because it is.
Some people call it breading. It's not exactly bread though, is
Yeah,
it?
it's batter, really. Well, it's kind of just water and then flour and then water again and then flour again.
With egg.
With powdered egg.
And salt. Lots of fucking
So
salt.
much salt. What was it? It was an 11-pound bag of flour
And 1 kilo.
and 1 kilo of salt.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there was salt in the 11 herbs and secret spices as well.
There's definitely pepper in there.
So much fucking pepper. Just opening those bags made us sneeze pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Into
was
the flour.
just awful.
We both worked at KFC.
It really was not a very pleasant job, was it?
No, it was mucky.
When you're a cook, it's just dealing with chicken guts and bits and getting burns from the fryer all the fucking time.
So many burns on your
all
arms.
the oil and the heat, and you know the fact that you couldn't walk anywhere without getting like an inch of like fat underneath your shoes. That was annoying. Oh yeah, and we did use the same scraper to clean our shoes than we did to like scrape out the fryers, didn't we?
I mean, I didn't, but yeah.
Well, everyone did because we only had
I
one
never
scraper at
scraped
one
my
point.
shoes.
So you just ended up with like an inch thick like wedge of fat underneath your shoes for the entire day.
I just took them into the toilet room and just washed them.
Washed them?
Yeah. Ran them under the hot tap.
Ooh, la-di-da-di-da, you went and washed them. we were out there just scraping them with fucking chisels.
Ugh. A wallpaper scraper.
Yeah. I mean, we've got one now.
Yeah.
Bought that for the move. I used that to open all the boxes earlier because I couldn't find anything sharp and I really had a fucking trouble getting through the box. So I murdered it.
Probably make a pretty good weapon.
It would.
Gash someone across the face with it, mate.
That's the plan. Right, so we've done that.
Yep.
So that was repairing a previous issue.
Yep.
Now we're on to... are we setting up the fans? Are we doing the box?
Yeah, I think so. So we'll get the box in place.
Right.
Although, I see we've still got the guide up, so that's good. So what did he do next? He did the AIO pump, that's what we've done, yep. Yeah, and then he started doing the fan hub. Yeah, we might as well follow from his steps, just to make it a bit easier for ourselves.
Right.
Jumping around the video otherwise.
In that case...
So a little bit of cable management, basically.
Bring this up.
Ta-da!
Right. So I did replace the one I already told you.
Last one.
The one on the back fan, because that was not necessary, because this thing does all of it.
Yeah.
We have two here. We have the third one.
Yep.
So that's the three on the top.
Yep. The three on the AIO and the back exhaust.
This one and this one. And the third one is going to be... The fourth one is going to be this one, which has a different sort of setup going on.
Yeah, that's going to go straight into the Nobu at the bottom.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, that's for the bottom fans, isn't it?
So, I don't think it matters which ones they go in, does it?
Nope.
Well, in that case, we shall stab them in.
I don't. We'll see. If he says
Either Connect 3 or the motherboard software, or maybe you just don't want to use Connect 3 at all and you might want to use this one instead. The middle one here is definitely going to be required. This is going to be the internal USB header, and this is responsible for connecting to the motherboard to send all of the signals to our computer. And all the way to the left we have SATA power connectors, and this SL Infinity hub takes 2 SATA powers to ensure that this hub is completely powered on. Trying to figure out where to put this. You can pretty much put this anywhere, but since the Height Y70 Touch has this little opening here for the hard drives here, the only way to cover this is to put this in.
So we'll put in one of the hard drive bays at the back, wherever they went. Oh, fuck! Oh, bollocks. The screws were inside it. Sorry. There were 3. Yeah.
There's the three. You're trying to tip my arm
I was trying
behind
to
me.
tip
Just
your hand. Okay, yeah, so... Oh.
Right, so where's the fourth one?
I'm pretty sure there were 3 in there.
Well,
Because I heard, and then I saw them. So...
right, that was what you just did. No, you went.
Don't you add an extra?
No, you did one at the end.
No, I didn't. Stop
It's
gaslighting
literally
me.
fucking
No.
recorded. It is recorded. You went do.
Nope,
Right.
not happening. So yeah, we're
There's going to
missing
be
the
a fourth one.
Fuck. Ah, found it. Basically, like behind my leg.
Under your gooch. Right. I'm not actually entirely sure whether the one that I just plugged in was the rear fan. But I think it was, yeah.
Nice.
There's that one is sort of curled around like that. Yeah, okay, so that one's there. Then we've got the I'm going to go for this one as the second, the fan, the radiator fan as the second one, because that's also quite important.
Yep.
And then number 3 will be the one on the top, because that's sort of decorative.
Yep.
Right. There you go.
I'm not like that. Could you imagine?
I don't know. I don't have an imagination.
Oh, you imagine cocks and bums.
I
and
do.
things.
I do.
You're an artist. Of course you got an imagination.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to go with a joke, okay? I'm trying to make random accusations on myself that people will then believe, and then when eventually we have a wiki, they'll fucking write it all down, and it'll just be so fucking convoluted.
Imagine if we had a wiki.
Yeah.
It would be TJ and the fat one. r/TJ and the fat one.
No, because then they will do that. Don't say these things.
No, because it would be good. Because if I lose loads of weight, then it would be an ironic nickname.
Right.
It'll be motivation for the irony.
So, do you want to stick it? I did watch a little bit, and he did stick this on the back one here. So the problem is now
We
you've
can probably
put.
stick ours on the front to be honest, because we don't need that extra weird hubby head.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
Magnets. Does that come off as well? Or is that
I imagine so. That's sticky too. Sticky. You could just stick it on. So you've got a
just
magnet.
magnet.
You've got a magnetic sticky pad. Are you sure this is even magnets?
Do you remember yesterday I was going goom? And
Yeah,
then I
yeah. But
scuffed
are
it.
you sure? What's the point of a magnet if it's sticky on
I know
one
it's a
side?
bit weird.
So it can stick to everything.
Yeah, double the stickiness. Like glue and calm.
Okay, I will just point out this is weak as fuck. Doesn't actually.
Guess we're doing the sticky then.
It doesn't.
Unless I took off the wrong side. But it's got writing on it, so it looks like you should take it off.
Fuck it, it's sticky. We've got a sticky magnet.
Would the back one be better for like cable management? Because then they're like closer to the Velcro strips.
Should we just do it to the video? We've done everything to the video
Yeah.
so far. Because then you could stick something else in the front one. You won't have to deal with cables.
That is true.
Oh, it really likes sticking to this one.
Oh.
And in fact, like now it's properly stuck on.
Sticky and magnetized.
And it's now got my hand. It's got my hand. I can't. There we go. I got right.
got my hand.
So you know this rubber bit here, right? I went behind it
yeah.
like that, and I tried to pull out, and it's got it again. I can't. I fucking finger trapped myself with a fucking computer. Hate your computer. It's trying to eat me. It's trying to eat my dick.
Ugh.
I want to eat my dick.
Need a very, very small rubber hole for that.
Right. So, these are for cable management, aren't they? Milk.
Yeah.
Whack that in there.
I like that there's a corner one that is angled. I feel like we should be filming more things with the close-up cam.
Yeah, if you want.
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, that's really helpful, isn't it? Yeah, just getting a close up on my
Chin.
fucking hairy chin. Just.
Wires.
Here we go. God knows what we're looking at now.
Wires. I love how it's all braided cables. It's like rope. Very expensive rope.
Be surprised how expensive rope is actually.
$4,000.
Yep. Depends how much rope you get.
$4,000 worth of rope, please.
Yeah. $4,000 worth of rope. Do you think we're made of rope?
Yes, actually.
Not made
It's
of.
just
Not
a
made
little-
of crisps.
Little made of crisps.
I'm not made of crisps. Crisps.
Fancy fucking crisps.
Um,
The only way to cover this is to put it in. Says the man. Ooh. Oh, it's handy cam.
I'm an old man. I've heard it all
Slowly
before.
It's like you put it on a lazy Susan.
Lazy Bellin.
More
That's
like
not funny.
rubbish. So this step, yeah, is pretty much just cable management, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. Just making sure everything's strapped to the sides.
Yeah. Poked out the way and strapped in. And then we'll do the wires.
Just like me on my Dragonite.
The Pokemon.
No.
Did you mean bad dragon?
Not Dragonite.
That's what you said.
Dragonite.
Oh, I heard Dragonite.
Of course you did.
Just like me
You
and
think
my
I'm obsessed with
Charizard.
Pokemon?
I didn't say Charizard. I said Cowboy Corral.
Boy Corral.
I don't know, something gay. We're gonna get complaints from all the definitely straight cowboys.
From the village people.
No, they're all young men.
With their handlebar moustaches and their leather. Endless amounts of leather.
There is no need for them to feel down.
No. I mean, why would you? Other than everything in the world.
They've got it all, man. They can hang out with all the boys.
All of them? That's impractical.
That's a lot of boys. You can
Okay.
do what the fuck you feel.
Right, so these are going to be
Young
tucked
man.
under and go into the motherboard.
Yes.
And these SATAs, they're just going to be dangling until we can plug them in.
Yeah, until we figure out which one is SATA 1.
Right, so
SATA 1 going live. Fuck it, do it live.
they're not numbered.
Brilliant.
So maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's no reason why we can't plug them both in. It just, we don't need to. But
No.
fuck it. But fuck it. Fuck it up the butt.
Now I should be able to just tuck this under here.
Yeah.
No,
No.
tuck it under there.
Yeah.
Should make sure it's going in number one.
Yeah, I think we need to make sure that... Actually, no, I don't. Do you have any idea? Well, because I was thinking, like, because the fan and RGB headers are labeled like fan header 1, RGB 1, do we need to make sure that they are in the same... You know what I mean?
Well, this is what I'm thinking for this.
For the fan
I want
hub.
to make sure that they go up in order. So we're not going, why is nothing plugged into number 2 but is in number 3?
See, this is why I bought the laptop. Because it just gives us clear and concise numbers
Well,
that point to...
The
what
thing
we-
is, it's just a case of looking at it a lot of the time, because sometimes
Yeah,
they're
but
just
it's all that very tiny writing, isn't it? So look here.
right, now this one is already number 1.
Number 1.
It says number 1 on it.
And I never use hard drive base, but this is probably gonna be the first time that I'm gonna use it because that is the only way that I can cover this opening over here. Since I need to use this, I figured, you know what, why don't we just add the infinity hub here, that way I can make use of this top space over
come
here.
back,
So whenever
bitch.
you have the infinity hub, you do get a magnet that allows you to magnetically attach it here, but I lost them, so I'm instead going to be using command strips. But before we connect anything, let's just go ahead and put the storage tray right back. I'm going to put this on the back end and go ahead and screw them in. And the next thing here is we're going to start connecting all of our fans here. Now, one final thing here is since I have push-pull on this side AIO, I have 5 sets of SL Infinity fans. The SL Infinity Hub does give you that Y splitter that I was talking about earlier that allows you to connect 2 set of fans into one of these connectors, but I unfortunately don't have that. So because of that, I switched my bottom fans to have the PWM connector so I can control this separately from the actual hub. It's unfortunate that I have to do that, but if you have the option for the Y splitter, use that instead. Otherwise, follow this example. Either way, if you were going to do a push-pull with not with the extra SL infinities and with another set of fans, you might have to use this anyway. So knowing all of that, let's go ahead and connect the top 2 first. And they only go one way. Just make sure you pay attention to the tab. Connects very easily. All right, so all 4 sets of fans are connected to this hub. Now I'm just going to attach a command strip so I can attach it on this storage bay. I should have got the one that had the double Velcro, but when I ordered these, I didn't know that these were meant for the walls, but I'm just going to use them anyways. So here are the command strips, and I'm going to carefully position this on the center with the cables facing on the left side because we do have to connect those. And I'm going to push this all the way in.
But headers, yeah, they
Pressure to seal it in. All right, and with that being said, the SL Infinity fan is perfectly installed on one of the storage bays, and we will be using the second one. And the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to quickly route some of these cables so that they're out of our way when we start attaching all of this PSU cables here, because there's going to be quite a few. And the middle one we're going to leave because we have to connect this to our internal USB hub. So while I'm here, I'm just going to quickly cable match these with Velcro zip ties. Just make sure you save these just in. And now before
it's because you're excited about the build.
So the first hub, either L Connect 3 or the height to use this, I figured I'm going to put this, we're going to do a push-pull with not with the extra SL infinities strip so I can attach it on this storage bay. I should have got the one that had the double Velcro, but when I ordered these, I didn't know that these were meant for the walls, but I'm just going to use them anyways. So here are the command strips, and I'm going to carefully position this on the center.
Yeah, because I was a bit hung up on, because he said he won't need all 3, but that's because he's got a different configuration to us. Right, there is dust on this already. Oh. Oh.
Well, you've had it outside the static bag, haven't you? So
true, I should have put it back in.
When think about it. Once it's on, it will be collecting dust all day. So, suck it up, bitch.
Oh, that's weird. The fans are in different orientations. This one's straight. No, look, that one goes that way, that one goes that way, that one goes that way.
Yeah. Probably to reduce vibration.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right. So now all your USBs are full.
Cool. I did buy a USB hub, and it is arriving by 10 o'clock today, just in case.
Right.
If we come up against some obstacle later that we didn't foresee.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely, but better to have than to have not.
With the cables facing on the left side because we do have to connect those. And I'm going to push this all the way in. Pressure to seal it in. Alright, and with that being said, the SL Infinity fan is perfectly installed on one of the storage bays.
I suppose you've already poked it through, have you? Yeah. Okay. Should be fine then. We'll turn it that way.
And we will be using the second one. And the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to quickly route some of these cables so that they're out of our way when we start attaching all of this PSU cables here, because there's going to be quite a few. And the middle one we're going to leave because we have to connect this to our internal USB hub. So while I'm here, I'm just going to quickly cable match these with Velcro zip ties.
Tuck it in the old laser. Oh, you got a bucket of screws and nails that I'm going to eat them for tea with honey milk. It's always going to be 3 yards. If you're feeling extra fancy, you can have bitty bitty. biddly bomb. No, because then you can mix.
All right, so I did a quick cable management here just to kind of like clean things up. All right, so the next thing here is our powered internal hub. And what's really cool about this is that this is magnetic here. So if I wanted to, I can place it right on top of the PSU, for example, which I think I might end up doing. It's up to you. You could also use this secondary one and kind of like have it magnetically stick up here and be able to connect all of your additional USBs, which I think looks pretty cool. But I might actually put the Nexus portal here, and then the final hub that we need to connect is going to be the Nexus hub. Again, this is completely optional if you're going to be using the LN60. So this Nexus portal comes with this double USB-C connector, and it connects right here by removing the cover. And just make sure you plug that right in first, because this is what's going to send the power and the data so that it can be controlled using the Heights Nexus software. And it has 3 connectors here. It has a 4-pin PWM. Now these are for fans, so Height does have their fans that can connect with this portal, but we don't really need to use this connector. We're only going to be using these 2 connectors, which is an internal USB and a 6-pin power connector. Snap this back in. Now the back of this is not magnetic here, so what I'm going to do is I'm also going to attach some command strips on the back so I can quickly attach it. And you want to make sure, okay, we have space, right? We do have space, perfect. I want to put this more on the bottom. Alright, so that's going to reveal our USB-C connectors here to connect our noodle. And we'll just push these in. Go ahead and screw those in. Alright, now we have that connected perfectly. Now I know I said I was going to put this right on top of the PSU. The only thing though is that the connector for that powered USB hub is pretty thick, and once it's connected, I don't have a lot of maneuver. I mean,
you see this white block that he's put in?
Yes.
That is purely for one fucking RGB strip that goes on the floor of the case around the front. Which, no, I'm not going to buy because it's stupid.
The video is fascinating, but I want to hear you like this.
You should be able to hear us.
What? Right, you need to give us a little bit of context, because that...
Also, sorry, Eversmart, I forgot I was going to tell him when we were going to start. Oops. I had to wait so fucking long.
Flat. Good. Can you definitely hear me though?
I don't know, you know. Say stuff.
Penis.
Let me. If I turn off this mic.
It's on. They should all be on.
No.
Yeah, just about now. What do you mean just about now?
Erection.
Oh, maybe you're just quiet.
I might just be quiet because I'm ill.
Yeah, he's not very well.
And also, like, my microphone doesn't follow me around when I'm underneath the fucking computer.
Yeah, that's true. He's had his head up the PC a lot, so
yeah. You're literally sitting right next to a microphone, whereas
Hello.
I'm sometimes going down here.
He likes going down.
Yeah.
I like that we seem to be sponsored by O'Hara. Is that his name?
By penis. Who's sponsored?
O'Hara.
Who's O'Hara?
The Scottish guy from Star Trek. Look at your main screen.
O'Brien.
Oh, right. I don't know where I got O'Hara from.
No, it's O'Brien. I'm watching Deep Space Nine. Of course I'm watching Deep Space Nine. It's my comfort thing.
Deep Ass 9.
Yeah.
Miles O'Blimey. Blimey oh bloody bollocks. That's his name.
Right. So at the moment we don't have anything to put in this one, so I'm putting this back in.
Yeah.
There we go.
I am sitting.
Right, so what's the next part?
I think it's the PSU now. The Fantasy Star Universe.
Could force it, but then that USB-C connector is going to get probably damaged pretty easily.
Internal USB headers.
You just match the missing pin.
So
So you might be a little bit
Because, funnily enough, I know what I'm doing. Sort of.
to connect directly to the motherboard. It's definitely going to be the internal USB.
Yeah, he's just saying.
Then for my bottom fan,
do and where to put them.
I'm going to go again under the tunnel.
we say until it blows up. Yeah, so this thing, it's called a noodle, right? Height, who makes this fan, sells this separately for like 60 quid.
Black to match whatever color you have on your Y70. So of course we have the white because it matches the Snow White. Now both ends of these noodles have USB-C connectors here, a male end and a female end. Now the male end would be connected directly to the Nexus portal, and the female end is used to connect other hype products that uses the Nexus.
I just remembered I've been watching YouTube.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, that's annoying.
Sorry. People may not be able to hear us while we're slagging him off.
Overpowers you lovely fellas. Yeah, thanks for letting us know, Eversmile, because a lot of the time people don't tell us when there's audio issues. Yeah, so it's called a noodle, a P60 noodle or something.
Right.
Good. I mean, it's a cool thing. It looks good when it's powered on, but it's so pointless. Though it just goes across the bottom, and then adds even more RGB.
I'm having a strepsil because I'm gonna fucking die in a minute.
When your day is stressful, have a strepsil.
I've had an alright day. I feel like I've been very productive actually. Whenever I get time to do some drawing, I always feel like I've been productive. Any other day, I just feel like I've had a shit day.
I spent the whole day at work in like quiet, excited anticipation. Like, go home.
For about an hour and a half, we were both sort of doing the same. We were doing this just remotely, trying to figure out what each other were talking about.
Yeah, that was a lot of it. Me not knowing that certain wires even existed in the first place, and then going check the box.
But it's here.
There they were.
So power supply.
Yes.
Not the noodle.
Yeah, fuck the noodle.
Which is there.
Slurp that noodle. It's a shame we have to wait months for that second table. Right, so the power supply. This is a 2025 whatever model RM1000E by Corsair. It is we're not sponsored. It's 1,000 watt.
Sponsor us, cunts.
I'd love to be sponsored by Corsair.
Yeah, I'd love to be sponsored by cunts too.
Well, now you've ruined it.
We
were going to sponsor them, but they just called us cunts.
I called them cunts.
Yeah, that's true. I still love you. Corsair, more like course, yeah.
But if anyone's going to sponsor us, they need to know what they're signing up for, and that's to be called cunts.
That is true.
I had the game dev of Hydroneer in one of my streams once, and they followed me. And obviously, my follow thing is me screaming, "You cunt! You cunt! You cunt! You absolute dickbag!"
Screws for PSU. That's good.
They liked it. But it was very embarrassing.
Let's show off
I got over it very quickly.
That is such a strong smell of, like, aerosol paint.
Well, we don't want that on it, do we?
Something about new PC components, they just have this, like, painty smell.
Okay.
Yeah, let's show off the power supply, because it is very nice. You need to... At the moment, I'm just pointing on the main camera.
Oh yeah, I've got to do a thing. There we go.
Yeah. So it's got little like willies.
They're not willies.
No, it's fully modular. It's very nice. It is platinum rated. It is upside down. RM1000E.
Well, it's gonna sit.
It's gonna be up. Yeah, upright.
The fan's pointing that way.
Yes.
It goes right here.
Right on the refrigerator. Yeah, this is the I/O as well. It has no fewer than... I thought 13. Apparently it's 14 USBs. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. And this one is a 30 watt... You can't see it, but it's a USB 30 watt PD fast charger, basically. And a couple of them are... They're like 40G. Quick as fuck. Yeah. It should be, yeah.
That's very, very handy having it just...
Yeah, they make power supplies to basically a really good standard. I like it.
To literally just sit in the thing and be able to be screwed in without having to hold it up or anything.
Yeah, look at some computer bits. Unless you've got a better place to put the camera.
You want to...
But it won't stay in place.
A good way of getting it to do things is to have it slightly raised on itself, because then For some reason, it grips a lot better from like there.
Now you get to see the underside of my chin.
Chinny chin chin. Your chinny chin chin. Someone's chin.
Greasy hair because I've been sweating all night. I mopped all the floors at work. It took fucking ages. Including the floors of the restaurant as well. Yes. Willy grill. It does kind of look a bit willy-y, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it would be so good if they just did some that was
Willies.
yeah, just childish. I'd love some childish things.
Yeah, you don't see very much of that kind of stuff, do you?
Childish designs in quite professional things.
Maybe that's a market we can corner, like comedy PC parts.
Maybe. You do it first.
Just to test the waters.
Yeah.
Well, that was rather easy.
Yeah. Now we just got to figure out what needs to go in it.
God, I hate that I'm just here in the corner.
We've
like,
got
with my
all
greasy
these
hair.
cables to
Yeah, there's a lot of cables.
try and figure out which one's going where and what for.
The big long one goes on the motherboard at the side.
But enough about one of our penises. Oh,
I actually don't think it's either of our penises.
oh no, they're all falling.
I should think neither of us has
Right, so this is a big one.
a big willy. Yep.
So that one's definitely going to have to go.
On the right side of the
So that's probably going to go
into the power supply.
That's going to go in the power supply. That's then going to go into there.
Yeah. And then you can tuck it right into the rubber thingy on the side there.
Just wondering whether it's easier to go that way or in this way.
I like that it has a cable comb as well.
Right, I'm going to use the webcam to see on this side.
That's a good idea.
Right, so
I'll tell you what, we'll see where he did it.
right, okay, so
He's just explaining the cables, which actually might be useful.
it's that way up, I think. No.
He started with what is that? Noodle
Okay, I was looking at the wrong bit. So yeah, it does go.
cables explained.
Fuck.
Yeah, he started with the CPU. That looks a bit. One pi connector, apparently.
A pi connector.
That's what he said. Yeah. So yeah, there's two things at the very top of the motherboard. I think that's for the CPU. No, that goes into the power supply. It's that goes on the motherboard. It's just it was the wrong way round. I think.
Yeah, that's the bit I want to plug in. I just tried to plug in that way.
Yeah, that end goes in the power supply.
Yeah, and I just tried to plug in that way.
Ah, gotcha.
Which is why I'm holding this end now.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'm clever. Yeah, poke those through first, and then just be easy, wouldn't it? See, I like that there's a little bit of black in this build. I wasn't too up for having an all white build. I like the sort of contrast of the black and white. Beautiful.
and now, just gonna move this microphone out of the way so I can get my.
It should all be straight. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but yeah. Ow. Yeah, mate. But we're going to want to tuck it a lot more anyway. Interwoven. Yeah, we want it to be north straight. Trade on. Pro tip that I was told before I built my first computer that made cable management actually manageable. Ha! Plug everything into the power supply before you install the power supply in the computer. We can't do that because of how it is. Otherwise we'd be removing things to put other things in, if that makes sense. You just need to route the cables to their respective places on the motherboard. We're kind of doing it the other way. We're doing motherboard first and then routing it round. Just because there's a lot of different components that will sort of have to go under each other and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying not to sort of end up with a fucking net of madness.
I think it says on the power supply what is for what. So it should say like for motherboard or MB or something like that.
They are pretty self-explanatory a lot of the time. I mean, these ones I know where they went in this, so it's just easy to get sorted out. To be a little bit more sort of taut on this side so that we can keep it minimalist on this side. So, we've got a bit of cross strap.
Good plan. Yeah, so he's
Hello,
now
Trayden.
doing the 24 pin. So how did he manage to keep it looking straight? Oh yeah, he used this fucking RGB thing, didn't he? I forgot about that. But I think he shows us what it looks like normally anyway. That's why I like guides like that, where they actually tell you the other way, the normal way, double way. That's why his looks so uniform, yeah, because of the RGB light thing.
Because he's got a fancy cable.
Yeah. Because they're not loose cables individually like that.
You see what you've got going on here now. All the sort of... It's not going to look tidy at the back anymore.
Yeah. Well, out the back doesn't matter, as long as out the front it's
Yeah,
nice
I
and
want it to look fucking spectacular on the front.
Yeah, and it does for the most part.
Does that look like I can put it in a bit more?
Yeah, quite a lot more actually.
Right, because I don't want to like pull on the motherboard though.
I push the cable down further to the... Yeah, you can push it that much more.
Okay.
That looks pretty good actually.
Thing is, it's not really got much pull on this side, so I get the feeling after a little while it may loosen, which I'm not a fan of. But that does look alright.
It does. I like it.
That was step one. We've got some more to put.
Yeah, so we want to do... He actually did first the CPU things at the very top of the motherboard. So... Yeah, there should be two of those. They actually have the word CPU written on them, the letters, whatever. So, on his, but obviously I don't think mine. I don't know. Because it looks like there's two on the same thing. It's these. It's these.
CPU?
Yes, CPU. Haha.
Right.
Good, they're nice small form factor as well. They're not huge things. So, right.
Yeah.
1 pi connector, apparently. Ready to plug in our CPU power connectors, and they're going to be located in the very top.
Yeah.
Again, does it matter which one? I suppose they'll only go one way, wouldn't they?
I hope so. How does he plug it in?
Both at the same time.
Right, because
So there's two of that.
oh, this one says CPU as well.
PCIe.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Didn't realise that. I thought it was like a splitter, but no.
So did I, until I unravelled it. And then, so CPU.
Yeah, and then the
And
other
then-
sides will go into the power supply. I think I remember him saying they go in the absolute top leftmost of the power supply as well. But he does have a different power supply, so we'll have to see. PU.
Right. Small end goes in there.
Do they have a cable comb as well? Because his do, and that looks nice, but I don't
No.
think those do.
They're
Oh,
just
well.
as they are.
Yeah, that's alright. We'll just poke them through. So, yeah. What's a cable comb? It basically is like a spacer to essentially comb the cables together so they stay nice and straight. Some cable, like, because you know how power supply cables are lots and lots and lots of cables into one end. It just keeps them all uniform, which I like because yeah, it makes it look less sort of messy and ugh. Oh no, you did install the CPU cooler before putting the motherboard in. Well, obviously. Wait, no, we didn't. The cooler after the motherboard was in the PC, obviously. What's the sorry, I missed that. What's the case? It is the height Y70 Infinite, Touch Infinite, and it was nearly 400 quid for a fucking case.
It's quite a snazzy case.
It is. It's got a touch screen.
On the front.
I'm here behind the boxes.
This is the side, so you can also see from that side.
Yeah. Show him the cooler. The coolest cooler I've ever fucking seen. It has an OLED curved screen on the cooler. And I say curved, I mean at a 90-degree angle. It's ridiculous.
Well,
I can't wait till it's on. It's going to be so cool.
there it is.
And it's changeable. You can change the orientation to any way you like. So literally, I'll try and do it. Basically like that.
Yeah, you can move it around, but that's that's how I.
Isn't that so fucking cool?
It's good, isn't it?
I know you got that dumbass thing. What the hell are you even going to do with that? I'm gonna look at it.
Basically, the idea, isn't it? If it looks cool, it's worth it.
I've got spare money burning a hole in my ass, and I wanted to get a really good PC, so that's what I do. Flashy. Yeah, it's literally, it's going to display like GIFs and fucking memes and stuff. Like, it's going to be purely decorative.
So stupid.
It's intended to imitate
Well,
3D
the
by
thing
having
is-
you look at it. No one ever said that.
It's going to look pretty. This screen here is going to look very pretty because you said it hooks up to Wallpaper Engine,
It can, yeah.
so you can have whatever the fuck you like on that.
It's essentially usable as an extra monitor if you wanted, or you can have Wallpaper Engine running, or it has its own software with all these like different 4K wallpapery thingies going on, or 2.5K, whatever it is. No one ever said that. Yes, neither of you did. But that's how they were advertised. They never advertised the cooler anything to do with 3D. I watched a lot of videos. No one ever mentioned a 3D look.
I mean, it is 3D though, isn't it? Look at it, so it's a 3D screen. Well, sort of.
They advertise it as 360 because of how you can change the rotation. So it's like you can have it in any orientation you like, except for diagonal. So really, it's
As
like
long as it's 90 degrees.
as long as it's any of the cardinal directions. Yeah, none of this northwest bollocks. But yeah, no, I've never heard anyone say it mimics 3D
Right, yeah.
because that's gay.
It's getting fucking messy up here now.
I just love how small the back I/O looks because the case is so big. I mean, it's quite a small I/O anyway, but it's right in the middle. It's cool.
IO stands for Infinite Orange.
It does now.
I made that up.
I thought it was
Infinite
impressive orifice.
Oh, I wish I had an impressive orifice.
You do.
It's just.
It's like a mile wide. You can fit this case in it. Meanwhile, I went with something sleek and somewhat understated. Pick the case purely for airflow and noise levels. Also, it's pretty. Using a fractal. Oh no, fractal north is not pretty. The one with the wood on the front. Ugh.
Wood.
Yeah, the fractal. They make cases with like wood slats on now, which I think, all right. If you are making like a sort of IKEA desk thing, but not really for a PC case.
Lodge.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, okay, it doesn't look bad. It's just not for me. I don't like the woody look.
Certain aesthetics work. Like as long
Infinite orifice.
as long as you're like working with the same sort of materials in the house.
Well, yeah, that's it. Because my room is black and white. Like this whole house is black and white, really, isn't it?
It's I
And
mean,
yeah,
that's
it's
just any
industrial
house in,
metal. My
in the
case,
UK, though, isn't it?
my
Magnolia is everything. Well, except these walls. These are
yeah, these are
actually
pure
walls.
white. Yeah. And we've got like a black sofa, black floors.
Yeah.
I've got a grey bedsheet, to be fair. It was white when I bought it, but different taste. Yeah, no, sorry if I sound a bit mean. It's just for me, I don't like the look of it, but it is very understated and sleek if that's what you want. But I wanted to go as garish and camp and RGB as I can. I want this thing like a fucking Christmas tree
And
all
that's
year
why
round.
we live together.
I don't fucking care as long as we're on the same page. Yeah, exactly.
The RGB on me
Everyone's
never really
got their
worked.
Well, I hope it does because I'm giving you my old PC, which is very RGB.
You
I
absolute
mean, on me
dickbag!
physically, like I don't glow.
Well, you do have those mother of pearl trousers.
I did. They've actually been washed out now.
Ah,
Yeah, they're basically just white. They
Damn.
were a gift,
they were so cool.
all the way from the US of ass. Even I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, it's out there now.
Yeah, unfortunately, so am I.
Wood grain like an 80s TV computer. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if you like the look of that, then yeah, it's cool. But it wouldn't work for me personally. But
Next part.
it's like one of the most popular cases. More wires.
Is it going to be PCI?
Are they definitely in the right
They are.
part of the thing? Cool.
There's like a sort of T-shaped bit where they're sectioned, but the way they've positioned it, they've had to go this bit here, but also this bit there. They're all fitting.
All right,
So
cool.
I'm reckoning the PCIe have got the same basic general bollocks going on.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be how that works. Is it that one or is it the ones that has 4? Yeah, whatever. This PCIe.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nice one. Does that? Yeah,
I hope it's meant to.
The other one's sort of like that. I'm not sure why.
That's
They
really
sort of- they
weird.
sort of hook in.
Oh, maybe it's for if there's like a slightly different
I would imagine
power
so.
supply
Yeah.
thing. Okay, he's talking about those strimmer things, the RGB, which I was thinking about, but they're really expensive and they're really not. You've got to get a whole other hub in the back. Like, I just can't be asked.
It's a little bit elaborate.
I thought really like there's enough RGB and screens going on. I don't need that extra bit. Also, I found out that the mesh side of the North actually serves as a good pin board. Oh wait, did you get? Because I know there's a fractal case that's like, it's got like a mesh front and it's like really weird design. It's like sort of avant-garde, like the Sydney Opera House. Are you talking about that one, or do you mean the woody one?
I'm going to do a 5.
Because I was sure the North was the woody one. Am I going to use it like that? No. Do I have a pin on my case as a badge? Yes. I mean, yeah, that's cool. You can pin stuff. Because yeah, mine's all glass pretty much. So unless I want to put a big garish
Yes.
sticker on the glass, then I'm not really gonna do anything like that.
It looks like he's doing the start.
Pinboard like a corkboard. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. So what is he doing?
I think he's doing the starter. He said something about starter.
Powering RSL Infinity Hub. Oh, yeah, the starter for the hub. Yeah. So I don't think we need that. I think it's actually. Oh no, we will.
Oh, yeah,
We'll need something.
this goes to starter. There's a whole bunch of
God,
starters.
there's loads. Yeah.
Two for
2 for the Infinity Hub.
traditional SATA, and these are like the old
Okay.
fan slash
Hard
hard
drives.
drive plugs.
Yeah. So yeah, we do need 2, don't we, for the. Or do they go in the motherboard SATA?
No, these will be power. These are just power.
Right.
The smaller ones that are also
Oh, so those are
they're data.
Those are to power the
are-
SATA.
These are power, yeah.
Right.
They come straight out of them. They come straight out of this, and then they go into something that is powered by SATA.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then
Yeah, SATA connectors. Great news is that all devices that we have so far actually uses up a total of 4 sets of power connectors, which is really awesome. Like the fact I don't mind having to use an additional 6-spin connector.
right.
And you would connect it to either one. I think I'm just going to go for the higher position. Connect all of our side of powers, starting off with the 2 connectors, which is powering our SL Infinity Hub. Yeah, okay.
So I'm plugging that into the hub.
Yeah.
I will do
And that should be all we need out of SATA for now. I don't think anything else is powered by. Oh no, there's SATA for the screen, the front screen. I think.
Okay.
I think.
So do we have another set?
I can see the SATA there. I don't know.
We do.
Hey, nice,
That's good. That means you got 4.
nice.
There's
Nice,
2
nice.
for your hub and 1 for.
Got the north. For the north is sold with 2 different side panels, either glass or mesh. The front end would. Ah, okay. A mesh sideboard would be good. Yeah, mesh is good because it's nice and airy. That's the only thing with tempered glass. It is just a big glass pane. There's no ventilation. But this case has a lot of vents on the bottom and top. Like the whole thing is venti when it's not glass. So it's pretty good. In front of the case fans. Bothermord. I'm making myself a coffee. Bothermord, is that a spoonerism?
No.
Bothermord, I believe that is a place in Scotland.
It probably is, you know. No one asked, but well, there you go. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your cup of coffee.
Oh, fuck, I was already going to do that, but I was letting you finish your sentence.
Was that ever? Did anyone ever ask him about that?
I would imagine the more sensible people would just go, he just mistyped something, and
Yeah.
it's not worth asking.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people probably just assumed that he was a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I reckon there's a lot of conspiracists out there that are like, oh, it's a message to our alien overlords. Because they
Nah.
totally talk to a guy whose last name is Fart. President
He trumps.
Fart.
Why am I being messaged now? Is Traden talking to me on Telegram?
You have
I
Traden
think-
on
I think-
Telegram?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Send TGFO. Oh, is this of your case?
Haha, there it is. Okay.
Let's have a look. Okay, that does look pretty cool. I've not seen it in white before.
It's not too bad, is it?
I just don't like the wood though.
For people who would like to see it, good luck.
Oh, do you remember when the Xbox 360 first came out and all the bloom was like that?
Hold on.
Hello, I'm in the corner. That's me in the corner
Here we go.
with
That's
my
a bit better.
greasy fucking been at work all night hair.
Yeah. Oh my god! It is 8:33 in the morning, and neither of us have slept.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I woke up at like 5, so it's not
So did I.
like it's been forever.
It's been a while. I've been up for about 12 hours. More than 12 hours.
Gonna ask you to put it on stream. Kommer. What does kommer mean? Is that your? Are you trying to have your own coffee? Kommer. And they'll never explain it.
Herpmer.
Herp me. Scar, brother. Fuck off. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember him mentioning putting in another set of starter for the thing. This SATA power connector powers our Heights USB powered hub. This thing that is literally just for that noodle thing.
Oh, this one is just a whole bunch of SATAs. I probably should just put that one in.
Oh.
The other one's...
The other one's got the other kind of SATA. Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll be good. Oh, that's me in the corner. I get it. You should have left it a mystery. It could have been your own Kofefe moment.
Come to your Kofefe moment.
Mamma fucking mia. Connect as well, finding our Y70 Touch Infinite Screen. Touchscreen, yeah. Oh yeah, it's touchscreen as well, the monitor. Just to add even more gimmick to it. I can't wait. It comes... It's really funny, right? So I didn't want to tell TJ too much about the build. I wanted some of it to be a bit of a surprise for him. And so he was like... I was talking about the case itself, and he was like, oh, what, you can play Tetris on it? And I was like, yes. Yes, you actually can.
It was a very lucky guess.
It comes with its own... we've got Tetris at home that's just called Block Game, but it's Tetris. But obviously you could probably just play like... You could probably use BlueStacks emulator to emulate... Not that I recommend doing it, blah, 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 to emulate Android, and then use it like a phone. So you probably could actually just play Tetris on the touchscreen. Official, like, Android Google Play Store Tetris. If you were that way inclined.
Which we are. Just fucking emulate shit.
Yes.
Do it. Stealing is morally correct.
Morally erect.
Especially if you can't get it any other way.
Lock game. Communicating with aliens with phonetic spelling. That's... If you can run BlueStacks on it, just use it for Discord.
Right.
I mean, I could use it for Discord out the box. It works as a monitor. It's fully usable as a monitor.
What would make this build absolutely fantastic right now if there was just one more thing that was SATA? So far I've got 3 out of the 4.
That's alright, we don't have to use all.
But I would love it if there was just not a free dangling power cable.
That's
that would just make things
tuck
so
it
much
away
perfect.
so we don't have to see it.
And
I'm sure I'll buy some gimmicky
Yes.
thing later down the line that needs SATA.
Alright, fine.
Erection.
Right, I'm tucking that.
Because although I don't want to spend 60 quid on this noodle thing that he bought, I do kind of like the idea of getting a little
Noodle.
light strip on the
I
front.
love Little Noodle.
So if I can get a SATA powered fucking RGB strip, then I probably will. They're like that because they're splitters. Noodle. I want to noodle. I bought a box of Lucky Boat noodles, the ones that they actually use in Chinese restaurants. So for 18 quid I bought many noodles that can turn into chow mein. And wasn't my chow mein good?
It was very nice.
It was
you
like
put a little bit of
proper.
extra garlic in it as well, which made it so much better than everybody else's.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why they skimp on the garlic.
It's because people don't like garlic for some reason.
Garlic's the best.
I know. And MSG.
Yum yum yum.
Everyone's like, nah, too much garlic, too much MSG. We don't like taste.
Too much flavour. I wanted everything to taste like paper. You ever eaten paper?
I have.
I love Flat's cooking. Oh, shucks. Well, you've moved away now, so you won't get to sample my cooking as often.
How is... Where's he live? Colchester.
Okay, I guess we're doxing Eversmile. Yeah.
Yeah, Colchester at exactly...
123 Colchester Street.
Colchester.
Next to the ham shop.
Ham shop.
I couldn't...
Only does ham.
Because in my brain I was trying to say the mustard shop, but that's Norwich. But it's Coleman's, so the coal part went in my brain. Mustard shop, but no, that's Norwich. It's the one thing that Norwich is known for, having a Coleman's mustard shop.
Colchester is wonderful. You need to go to the zoo every week.
Oh yeah, Colchester Zoo.
Colchester Zoo.
Is it true as well that Colchester was like the first town, the first proper town in the UK? That's what I've heard.
I don't know. It may have been, but then I would have thought the first town would have been like a big one, maybe London. You know, it would have been there for so long that it's actually become a city or something.
But what I'm thinking is, I don't know if you can get to Colchester by boat. I'm probably sounding really naive, but I'm thinking if they came by boat, they just settled straight, like on the shoreline sort of thing, or like
which is why I was thinking London.
London's not really. It's kind of
It's up
hard
a
to get
river.
through the Thames though, like to the actual main part of London.
What, through the estuary?
Yeah, it's because like it narrows at certain points, like to the point where like you can get like a couple paddle boats through. But like if you're in some kind of like Viking longboat, I don't think you're gonna get that down the Thames.
Have you seen the width of the Thames
Yeah, parts, but that's what I mean. There's parts like
from the sea?
like you can't get.
From the sea, it gets thinner as you go up towards London.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't get so thin that you can only get paddle boats up it.
It does. There are parts.
I don't fucking think so. The
Well,
estuary's massive.
You were watching that guy, didn't he?
But he was
I swear
coming-
there were parts. That
He
were
was
like...
coming down from the source, not up
okay.
from the
Yeah.
sea.
So yeah,
That
probably
would have
not.
been an interesting intro to the video. Hello, I'm in the water.
Yeah, so probably not like Westminster Abbey kind of thing, but parts of London, I imagine they probably could have.
Past London, yeah, I can see it, but
Like
from
Bournemouth or something.
the estuary up, I don't think so.
What the fuck? If you're looking at the touchscreen version of this case, they have purple and pink versions. Yeah. There's red version. There's like a black and white one. Originally, I was going to go with an all black build, but I switched to an all white build because the GPU and the RAM were both much cheaper in white than they were in black. That's the only reason I went with a almost all black white build. Because the motherboard is black and the power supply, but you don't really see the power supply.
So the starters are plugged in.
That's true. Live in Colchester, and I don't know if you could boat here. Well, you have to find out. What GPU am I running? It's a 5080. It is the Gigabyte Aorus Master Ice. And I dropped a cable tie. Yeah, it is a beastly GPU, and I love it.
Huge.
I would have gone for a 5090, but there are many reasons not to bother. Most of which is the cost. I am not spending 4,000. This whole PC came to 4,000. Whereas a 5090 goes for nearly $4,000. So fuck that.
Right. So it looks like he's just plugged in the SATA for the touchscreen.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Which is what I've just done.
Nice.
That bit, that was under it.
Cool. Yep.
So now next part is.
Looks like probably a bit more cable management.
Yeah, okay, I've just done that as well. I've just tucked everything in.
Nice.
Very much like how he's done as well, just sort of strapped things down.
See, I like this. This is good. You've been doing the actual work, and I've been keeping up with chat. This is a good.
This is how
dichotomy.
we do it when we
do
were
it.
doing flat pack streams. Because I had a lot of things to concentrate on, and chat was not helpful.
Stay grounded, which is awesome. Last cables will be the GPU cables. In
Okay.
this case, it will be the 12-volt high power. This is what I'm worried about, or at least wondering about, is are we going to be using a 12-volt high power? Which I think is this grey one. So, what have we got? Because I've heard the 12-volt high power is a bit contentious. Apparently some people's have melted in their GPUs. But I think that's just a problem with the 5090. I don't know if that happens with 5080s as well. So yeah, it looks like it's this one. It's just the one connection, and it's just says PCIe, but this is PCIe. So yeah. So I think we'll plug this into the PSU and poke it round, probably through the rubber grommet, I imagine. And then we'll have to sort out the riser cable.
Yes.
Black and white, like wood grain, is timeless. 5080. How much did this beast cost you, please? And when can I come over? You can come over pretty much whenever you want, as long as I got some time off. Flap and plap. I've got a 4070 Super. Honestly wish GPU prices would drop so I could upgrade to like a 4080 Super. I'd be happy for a long time if I could get that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, for my needs, I don't really need... I could probably have justified a 5070 Ti, but I want to be able to do some entry-level 4K eventually. But this is beyond entry-level. This is fucking brilliant for 4K. But I just want something that's a little bit future-proof. But I'm thinking if I do want to upgrade, then having bought a 5090 would be an absolute bollock if 3-4 years down the line I want to upgrade to the next standard, which hopefully they iron out the problems of the 5090. So, yeah, if I wait for a 60 or 70 series for my next upgrade, it could end up being cheaper and better. So, I'm playing the long game. But 5080 is way more than I'm possibly going to need. I'm not that big of a gamer. I'm just going to look at pretty Oblivion remasters and shit like that, Stalker 2 and stuff. I'm going to run it in fucking 1440 at like 200 hertz. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Right.
But the trouble is we're going to build this and then I'm going to go to bed because I've got work later.
So this appears to be double-ended.
Like a dildo. Yeah, so...
It doesn't matter which end we put in what, because they both look like...
They're both, yeah, exactly the same, so it should be fine.
And this is for that, right?
Yes.
Right.
So
this
I
is
would
what
put
we're
it
doing
through the
next.
bottom rubber bit. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing, because he's talking about it. Connect them right now if you wanted to. However, I'm going to install the GPU first. Ah, okay. And then cover this high power connector so that way we can see exactly where we're going to route it, which is going to be on the top or on the bottom. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, this is the exciting bit, the GPU. Where's that riser cable? There it is. So I've got a riser because we're going to be doing a vertical mount, so the fans will be facing us. Rather than, you know, just flat like it usually is.
Let's move the camera around so it's visible.
Can we get married so I can use your PC with adopt Joe as a dog? And to build us more PCs. Well, if you can somehow acquire a very large dowry to be able to afford more PCs, then yeah, why not? But you have to be the girl. I've been caught out by that before. That's why I need to sit with like a special donut pillow now. Problem with the 40 series and the 50 series, hence why I'm making adjustments to the standard, etc. While it's not the best, you should be okay as long as you make sure the cable clicks when you're plugging into the GPU and PC. Yeah, that was the thing. The guy on the guide said, like, if you can still see any blue, then it's not all the way in. But the thing is, with this motherboard, I've got the X870EE motherboard. It has LED indicators. It's so clever. Little LED indicators that will they'll flash if you haven't put them in all the way. So it will literally be like, got to push that in a bit more, brother, governor, jelly deals. Actually, no, as a bunny. Yeah, some sort of gay animal. Also be aware that the 50 series no longer supports 32-bit CUDA core application. Physics 15 plus games, dog shit. Oh, so I probably won't be able to play the old Stalker games very easily. But that's alright, because I've got Stalker Gamma, which is fucking amazing.
Was there a smile just respecting my persona there by calling me a rabbit?
Yes, I think so. And then I just called you any kind of gay animal.
What a cunt.
And it probably means a decent amount of other things that we don't know at the moment. Yeah, I don't like when they stop supporting things that should not be supported anymore, if that makes any sense. I didn't know the 50 series was incompatible. With what? With PhysX. Yeah, I didn't know that either, or CUDA cores. I don't think I told you guys what CPU I got. I got the Ryzen 9 9950X3D. So, an absolute gaming and performance powerhouse.
Right.
I'm going to be doing editing, and TJ's going to teach me how to make funny YouTube poops and whatnot.
For the sake of getting this in, I'm going to take this one out.
Hang on. Let's see which ones he does.
So that I can actually get it in.
That's what she said.
This thing here is actually stopping me from being able to slot it in properly.
Is that the right one?
It's in line with that.
Okay. Directly on your main PCIe slot. I assume that's the right PCIe slot. You sure? I thought there was two.
The other one's for a different reason.
Okay.
The main one also it had a picture of the graphics card on it. So
Yeah, that's true. He didn't.
it took me a fucking age to get off.
He didn't have to take that out the back.
No, but you know, they're not all exactly the same. I took it out so that I could get it in.
Yeah, and then he screwed it in, so yeah, we'll have to do that.
I'm not sure if that's what we need. Yeah, see that
God.
clicked in, shouldn't it? That is it. Right, so it's just like any other graphics card. You push it in, and it goes click and locks into place, isn't it?
I assume so.
Yeah. So fucking do it.
Maybe it doesn't. Oh, that sounded like a click. Yeah, there's no way it takes that much force.
But it just comes straight back out. That's the thing that's bothering me. It just doesn't want to go in. That is definitely bad.
Let's see if he says anything about it. Before we can mount the GPU, we have to first reinstall our vertical GPU mount. Remove from the beginning of the video. Give us a little space to connect all of our cables. First, we remove this PCI slot cover. You go directly into the main PCIe slot. Go ahead and start positioning. Pay attention to the notches. I assume the notches lined up. Yeah, see, it looks to me like he just like low effort just sort of pushed it in.
Yeah, and that's the problem we've got. We're not getting a low effort push in. It's just
Is it not getting enough purchase or anything?
the thing is, I'm getting it in, but it's not locking in.
Yeah, see, he does a jump cut. That's what annoys me. When he's
probably
pushing it
like
in,
this.
it jump cuts
Stop it.
into.
Get some help.
It just won't.
Yes.
Go.
What is this bit on the side? Does that need to be like pushed out?
That's the thing that locks into place. When it goes down all the way, that should automatically slide over and lock it into place. And then that'll pretty much be permanent because then you have to unscrew everything to get it off.
Fucking see.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I have an odd feeling that the way this is blocking it from locking into place. Now you see, if you tried to lock it there, it tried to just then. You see, because I had trouble getting it off from that end.
Yeah, but there is that much heat. So. See, if we have that on, we can see exactly where the screw holes go. Yeah, so as long as the screw holes line up, we'll know it's.
Yeah, it will. But the thing is, we're not going to be able to get this on with that in the way.
Well, I'd say we give it the old college try, because maybe even the pushback from this might be somehow helpful. I don't know.
I think what's happening here is you're falling too much into the video.
I know.
The way he did it hasn't always worked.
I know. I just want you to try. Maybe we need to remove these heat sinks. Just for now.
Oh.
Yeah, that went in.
Did that just immediately automatically
Yep.
go in?
What is it? I always have these weird suggestions, and then it just works.
That's in, that won't come off out. What the fuck?
I
It's
always
a
do
bit-
this. I suggest something that shouldn't work, and then it works.
It's a bit of fucking metal
Right?
that was pushing away so
This
that
way.
I couldn't get it in.
It literally just went.
Fucking bastard.
Wow.
This is definitely your computer, because this one definitely hates me.
It's been this build already has had a few moments like that where I've gone, what about this? And
Yeah,
it's oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's so annoying.
I have such an autistic mind that I
I'm
just.
the most capable here when it comes
Well,
to
I'm
building
starting to
stuff.
question it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, me too. Bring your fucking question.
Fuck's sake.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking giving this whole thing up.
TJ, it's in. Stop pushing. No, honestly, I know it looked like it was in, but it really wasn't. You could feel, like, I don't know how to explain. All right, like a loose tooth. You know, when you can just feel it's wobbly. It was like that. It wasn't quite seated. But yeah, it just needed that bit of metal to push back against it.
Was it one of those that we had?
I don't know. I can vouch. Flat has suggested stuff like that many times. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just have a weird mind. What a little mind he's got. Put into this PCIe slot and then secure it by using the thumb screw you just took out. Well, it's similar to what we did, but yeah, it's sorted now. That's actually really satisfying the way it went in as well. It's literally chunk.
Yeah.
It was nice.
From your point of view, it was. From my point of view, it was
He's just
fucking-
frustrated.
fucking
Yeah.
infuriating. I'm thinking of throwing this out the window. Fuck you.
You got a spare $5,000. Yeah, I've added an extra
said
grand.
4.
I've added one for pain and suffering
Pay this.
and death.
Yeah.
Yeah, screws right over here should automatically line up. So yeah, take those 2 screws. Blah 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 blah.
I need to put it back on its head.
Right.
Not on its head, on its arse.
On its
Oh, either way.
wheelie. On its wheelie. The screw holes should fit perfectly. Yeah, so he's putting the bottom of the riser cable in now. Which is quite stiff cables,
It
isn't
is
it?
stiff, and you know what's really annoying? I put that DVI cable back in it. And it's running. Just slightly.
Yeah.
So that should be ideal. But loop it through so it's like you see how it's going like that. If I had to go like that.
Yeah.
You know, if that looks okay to fit. Rather than having it sort of bending around the cable, just having them intersect.
Well, I don't know, because I don't think you're going to want anything in front of those cables, because obviously, I don't know. I don't know if that's a problem or not.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Well, he's got his pushed all the way back, you see that? The one on the left is like literally up against it.
So
A lot of fiddling research to make sure I didn't fuck things up. Oh, me too.
maybe
I feel like you can never do enough research, because just you'll stumble across something that goes, oh, don't forget to put this up your ass first. You're like, well, I didn't think of that. And then you have to go and find some lube.
just go in my cupboard. Just go in my drawer.
I've got my own lube, thank you. Not that I ever get many chances to use it. Plop-a-dop-dop. Blobby.
The idea would have been to have that
All I
like,
can see.
have that like that. See what I mean? So it's not pushing. Otherwise, it's going to be.
I think that.
I'm not satisfied with the EUS.
Well, we'll see if he suggests anything. He's like, oh, now that's in the way, so you have to shove it up your arms.
Alternatively,
Wait, he's got a little bracket thing. Where was that?
we could just move where this is.
Can you?
It screws into the bit of metal, and the bit of metal comes out.
Oh. Yeah, I say we put it one further up then. I didn't actually realise it was manoeuvrable like that. I want to use this beast so badly. Yeah, like next time you're around Eversmile, it would be cool if we can go over some like overclocking stuff, because the motherboard has a lot of options for AI overclocking. There's like profiles that you can apply to it for like instant overclocking. It looks really, really cool. In fact, I won't need Armory Crate for this, because the motherboard has its own software called Driver Hub, And it literally keeps all your drivers up to date. It tells you when you need updating, and you can fucking do everything that Armory Crate can do, but through its own like proprietary software, which I think is really cool. Apparently, Driver Hub is really, really useful. So I'm looking forward to that. Driver Hub, useful. Yes. Driver Hub, useful. Friday, you're doing it. The Grosvenor, yes. No one's gonna get it. It's a movie reference. A movie called Sexy Beast.
What the fuck's the Grosvenor?
It's a like a gentleman's club in London somewhere. Grosvenor House.
Right, Grosvenor House.
Grosvenor House, but he calls it the Grosvenor. He basically it's this guy. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's known for playing weird characters. But he's shagging Ray Winston's wife, and Ray Winston's moved out to like Benidorm with his wife, and he goes to visit him, and he's like he wants him to do some sort of like heist or some sort of job, and yeah, he convinces him by saying like, Friday, the Grosvenor, you're doing it, yes. And he's trying to argue. He's like, yes, you're going to do it. You're doing it. Friday, the Grosvenor, 4 o'clock. He's like, I guess I'll do it then. Really weird film.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
One of my dad's favourites. Just called Sexy Beast. I recommend probably not watching it because it's not actually very good, but it's funny. Will you stream your first game you play? I think so, yeah. I want to get Oblivion Remaster, so I'm probably going to do that. Do a stream. Is that... sort of like it's up. That's what she said. I'm just making sure I didn't mean to say anything bad about you. I was being honestly literal. What did you say? Did you call him a cunt?
I think there was a bit of plastic over here as well, but I don't know whether it would be screws or something else. So I've used all the screws that I found so far.
Yeah, where is that little thing? Go back a bit, see what it looked like. So yeah, he screwed it in and then he took off. See, it doesn't look... It looks flat on this.
What?
On the bottom. Literally this on the bottom. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind.
It's flat. What do you getting?
It just looks like there isn't anything outside of, like, flush against it, you know? I just think I'm not seeing it at a very good angle. Right, this bit. We need this. What is this? Where is this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of plastic somewhere. It's probably...
I feel like it's one of those parts we thought wasn't important, so we just like,
yeah, probably
in a random direction.
Maybe check the box.
Oh. Oh, it's disappeared. I remember seeing this. That's true. Oh, I found that other magnet thing.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It is. Ah, there we go. My hair's fucked. I get really sweaty from mopping. I don't know why.
It's very physically demanding work.
Yeah. Literally spent like an hour and a half fucking mopping. No other cunt does it, so the floor gets very dirty. because we get these big, huge cages of linen every day, like taken in and out. So yeah, the fucking wheels are outside dirty on our new like fishbone wooden floors. So yeah,
Fishbone wooden floor.
yeah, it's a fishbone pattern. You know that sort of pattern where they triangular cross, a bit like
Right,
a
yeah.
fish's spine sort of
I
thing.
was just thinking there's probably better things to be doing with fishbones.
Well, not really.
A lot of fish.
I suppose you could grind them down into some sort of like nutritious slurry and sell it at the chum bucket.
Why the fuck?
There was a disgusting new episode of SpongeBob, and new SpongeBob sucks. But I saw a clip of it, and it was Mr. Krabs becomes obsessed with chum, and it's horrible. He's just eating like mashed up fish.
Right.
Because I think that's what chum is. I think it's literally like just the guts and eyeballs and all the just slurry of like fish goo.
So when they say pedigree chum, they just mean pedigree fucking slop.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Horrible shit.
Pedigree ground up animal bits. Yum
That
yum.
That no one would eat. Except
And then they
an
put it.
animal.
No, because then they put it all in a sausage casing with some spices and oatmeal and called it haggis.
Now you're getting racist.
Scotland isn't a race.
Nah,
They're just
they refuse
orange
to.
British people.
Heroin and
Deep frying.
deep fried heroin.
Oh, imagine that going in.
Just really
Crispy
crunchy.
syringe.
So crispy. Right.
Delicious.
So that doesn't look too bad now. That's on the second one.
Yeah, that was good.
I still don't like the fact that it's sort of encroaching, but it's there.
It's encroaching on my
It's in
degrees.
place. So that means we can now get this hulking great piece of machinery in.
Yeah. I'm gonna take all these
Hopefully the camera will stay in one place for a
plastic
fucking
protective bits off. There's so many of them. Yum.
They all make sci-fi noises as well, apparently.
Bring me up, you cunt. Oh, that's a different one. Bring me up, you fucking wanker. Oh, that sounds fine. Right, there you go. Get your rubby mitts around that. Oh, that is such a nice piece of equipment.
So how many of these have we got? 3. So
3 display and 1 hoodman.
So we're going to need.
Some friends.
Right, first of all, I need you to hold this. Because I need to take 3 of these bits off.
Yes. Oh yeah, we still do actually need to screw in. Did you do that?
What?
Screw in that thing we looked for.
The plastic. Yeah, I was just doing
Oh,
that
you
while
did.
you were talking about the chum.
Cool. See, it's a good dichotomy we've got going on. Yeah, he's done the little bar as he calls it. On top of those 2 screw holes, so 2 additional screws. 2 additional screws. Once we have it attached, since we're going to start attaching our kapoo, go ahead and remove the little warning sticker. You've done that. Revealing the whole PCI slot. GPU, first figure out where to plug in the... No, we don't have an L wireless streamer bollocks.
Right, so there's nothing that needs to be plugged in on this side, is there?
Yeah.
That.
Oh, you mean, yeah, plugged in? No.
Yes, I need to plug in the entire computer into that part of the
Yes.
fucking better.
Right, so the way he did it was, yeah, just like push it in and then... Oh, yeah, we're probably going to need something to put under the other side just to stop it from slightly sagging.
Didn't you say that there was something that came with it?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. It was literally just a little bit of plastic. So take this massive block and put it in your mouth. Yeah, I don't see that being definitely what she said. Maybe.
Okay, I think that's.
Maybe we could literally just cut some of this foam to size.
Is this it?
Yeah, I don't think it's
Where
really
is that meant to go?
like under the other end, just to prop it up because it might snag a little.
I'm not sure it actually will.
Yeah,
This
I
is
suppose
the
we'll
one
see
in
when it's fully screwed in. Yeah.
It's got an odd shape that sort of gets thinner the further you get over, so it looks like it's sagging. But I sort of it's underneath.
Maybe that might be the right size then. Huh. Fair enough. Because what that's for, that's the base of an anti-sag bracket. Which, if you had it that way,
Yeah,
you could screw it in. But...
It literally just rests on it.
All right, cool. And yeah, I suppose if we did need to prop it up anymore, we could just cut out a little bit of this foam. Yeah.
I mean, can you see it?
Yeah. I have to look for it.
Doesn't
But
that look just?
it's
sort of
perfect.
like-
It's almost purpose built.
Right now, I think
Fucking brilliant.
I do think it clicked in. I think I heard it click. So I'm gonna.
You couldn't tell if you try and take it back out and like there's resistance.
Yeah, there is. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a bit wobbly because it's heavy.
Yeah. I love it. It takes up the entire front. So like cable management under that now would be quite easy. Because yeah, like you're not going to see it. God, yeah, that actually really works. Actually. But like I say, we can put a bit of this. I'll find those scissors wherever I put them. Yeah, I think just to be safe, we'll just squeeze a bit of this bone in. Ooh, foot. You just walk right in, walk right in.
Why am I using my cat handness?
Look at his belly.
Oh, look at my boobs as well.
You didn't have any of that going on when I first met you.
No,
Is it me? Did I fatten you up?
no, it's KFC and
Yeah.
Holiday Inn and just all these different food places we've been working in.
Yeah,
And
true.
then COVID happened and we didn't really get a chance to sort of
God, COVID destroyed my health.
destroy everybody's health.
Honestly. I don't mean the
Around-
disease, I mean the lockdown.
Sitting around all day.
Yeah,
not really
masturbating.
Still haven't gotten rid of it, honestly.
Yeah, no, my ability to walk since COVID has really taken a nosedive.
I was actually making progress in the gym.
You were
I
actually,
I
yeah.
was working for Holiday Inn and I was working in the. I was going to the gym after work every night.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I could visibly see the difference it was making.
I was 74 kilos,
Hmm.
which is just getting into the not being overweight period.
Yeah.
And yeah, COVID hit and suddenly didn't go. And now I'm 84 kilos.
That's 10.
That's a whole 10, yeah.
I shudder to think how many I
And I
have.
still can't fucking
Probably
get
like
rid of it.
300.
For some reason, no matter how much I work out, no matter how much I walk, cycle, row on the fucking rowing machine, I can't get past 84 kilos. Just won't go away. I don't know why.
They do say it slows down as you get older.
I don't know, but you'd think after all the shit I'm doing,
Mm.
I walk all day when I'm at work. I
Yeah, you
cycle,
cycle to and
all
from.
day when I'm at work.
Mm.
I row all day when I'm at work.
You'd have to literally just not eat for like a month.
It might be my diet.
Do you think you could slip this under?
That's going to be far too small.
Well, it'll be squashed.
I mean, do you mean like with the?
Yeah, on top of the thing that's already there. Yeah, I think it'd just be a nice extra little bit. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh, Oh, this is such a beautiful PC. I'm so happy. And to be fair, like I've only really been saving money for about a year now. Maybe slightly more than a year, but yeah, like I still have £2,000 after this. And I get paid in 3 weeks. Yeah, and that's perfectly fucking straight as well. Love it.
So now
It's just plugging stuff in, really, isn't it?
we're just plugging this in now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We gotta get that weird grey cable. Figure out.
So yeah, I reckon this one we can do PSU first.
See, this
and
one's got cones. Look.
then- Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's all right.
It's not the best.
I've had better cones.
It's my comb that I lost last week. Oh my god, look at that fucking GPU. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to turn on this PC. The thing is, the lights might not come on straight away because we will need to download some software. Because Height's got its own software for the case, and we might need L3 Connect for the Lian Li fans. Possibly. Right, yeah, so he's just putting in the GPU. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see, look, he just uses a little, like, piece of silicone under
We've
here.
got the same view at the moment.
Yeah.
We go to the YouTube.
Ah,
it was
sorry,
the
I've got to
same.
go back.
Go back just slightly. It was the exact
Yeah,
same
look.
view.
Just get to the bit where you plug it in, you thing.
I'm trying. I'm nearly there.
Not the first time you said that.
I'm actually going to need the camera so I can see which way the thing goes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he uses another wireless strimmer thingy. Yeah, he's putting in another one of those. But this is what we wanted, right? Where he's gonna put
There's
it
like
in.
a little bit on the top, isn't it? So that must be that bit. So that's going in there.
Yeah, you want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, you hold the camera there. Make sure it's down in the bottom of the garden. Poddington Bees.
Do you remember? I don't know. Did you ever meet Tanya on holiday? Blonde woman, quite Essexy. Oh my god!
I don't think so.
She was great. She always worked the mornings. But her dad was the creator of Poddington Bees.
Oh yeah. I thought it was the Mr. No.
No, that was.
No, that was Hargreaves, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my primary school year 6 teacher's husband, Mrs. Hargreaves. It was her husband, Roger Hargreaves, and he used to come in and read us the miscellaneous books at school.
Right.
So yeah, it looks like it went away, didn't it?
Like keyhole surgery.
Yeah. Surgery on a creep. Funny. Apparently.
No, it's probably better than that.
That's what she said.
Why do you need to get that in so quickly?
Yeah, that looks like it's in.
Focus.
Which is also what she said. Whoa, focus. Focus. Yeah, that's not going to go any further in. Which is what she said.
Excellent.
Excelsior!
Put this back in place. You want to do that? Which way do you want it? That
Yeah, that way, yeah. I think the wire's in the way.
way?
And the tubes, yeah.
Tubes are in the way as well, yeah.
Just remember, you don't have to push it, like, there shouldn't be any resistance. Yeah, there you go.
Try and get them lined up.
Yeah. Nice. What is that that's going across?
Across what? That is the cable for the screen, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
Fair enough.
But now that it's sort of in place, I think it could slide down the side of the inside of this.
Yeah, that works.
Rather than where it is.
Nice. Yeah, it looks much better.
Righty-ho. Now it's got to pull this a bit further through so it's not so baggy on this side.
Baggy traces. I can't get over how good this fucking looks.
Okay, so that's in there.
Yep. It's plugged in the power supply, right?
Yes.
Nice. Right, I think next,
I'm unplugging
the
all
little
your
tiny...
DVRs, your display ports.
Where's the tiny thing? There. Cool. Do 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 do.
So this is just your
Do 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 do.
front screen.
Yeah. And nice.
Right. Next bit.
I think he's just talking cable management again. Yeah, I think. You have done yourself. That looks fucking perfect.
I mean, it's all right.
No, because like everything is where it needs to go, and nothing just looks odd and annoying. Oh right, so now he's doing his hub because he has extra internal
Right.
USB.
So we don't need to look at that then.
Also, his motherboard only has 2 USB headers, which, if that was the case for us, then we would have needed this. So,
We've got 3.
thank God I bought the right motherboard.
Yep.
To be fair, I feel like Part Picker might have told us if that was the case. Oh yeah, do we want to put the back? Do you think there's enough clearance for the back fan?
The back. Does it have a back
It has
fan?
a back fan. Back fan.
I mean, there's plenty of space. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely stick it on.
Do we have the connection? I think it's just a fan. I don't know if it has RGB. Also, this bit.
It would be a little bit pointless having RGB at the back.
True.
So even if it did, I wouldn't. Just.
Little rubber pieces on the back of the GPU. Yeah, because apparently it's better for thermal. Like it just pushes that extra bit of air around. Oh, careful. No, breakfast.
That's the space.
Breakfast.
That's the space we're working with here.
Yeah, it's fucking loads of
Plenty of
space.
space.
Yeah. All right.
Let us.
Okay, so he put the rubber bits on there first, somehow. Oh, they've got sort of like shelves, like it's like slotted. So
it
should
can
be
go
able to line up.
through.
I was wondering why it was so loose on the fan. Oh, that's magnetic.
It would be. It's a motor.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know that about motors, but
Yeah, they're basically just electronic magnets.
Oh.
They turn off and on, so it just go really, really, really fast.
oh, that feels nice.
So I'm wondering, does this just go on the back of that and then we screw it in place?
No,
or?
this goes on the back of that first, and then we push it in, and then we screw it. Giggity. Yeah, because if you look on the video, he's already got it in place.
So is it that way?
We should make it bigger somehow. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, we've got this screen here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can literally make it much bigger. Yeah. All right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
think
just
I've got
cuts
it.
to it already being in. I hate.
It's fine. It's got a specific shape to it, so I think it's in place now.
Nice.
The problem is it's not as long as the bottom bit, but I don't think that really matters.
No, that should be okay.
So then this just goes over it.
I think so. Just watching now.
These little tiny rubber dildos.
Back in GPU. No, this is something very unique. Blah 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 blah. Allows you to attach an additional fan. Yeah, we know. Yeah, so just attach anyway. Let's see, fan. Yeah, he's saying there's no RGB, but you're not looking at it, so it's fine. And yeah, it seems he just puts it on.
Slots the dildos in the holes. They are literally little rubber
They really are.
prongs,
Little rubber willies. Without the helmets.
which is actually probably the most infuriating connector I've ever encountered.
Yeah, because it's
Because
very
they-
soft rubber.
They're just moving.
They're not turgid enough.
Oh, hang on.
There's a
Got it.
word I don't get to
I've
use
got it.
very often.
There we go. It's on.
Oh, that makes me feel turgid.
But like now, how does it stay on?
I'm assuming with screws.
But it goes straight through the holes. You know, there's the
Yeah.
rubber dildos. So does that just sit there on top? Because I don't like that.
I guess, yeah, because he's now just talking about power connectors. Connectors.
Connect.
Surely, there's holes for screws. There must be something. You're saying,
Well, the thing is, the only thing that I could see was like screws that were already in the motherboard. I ain't
in
taking them
the
out.
GPU. Yeah, no, he didn't.
Yeah, in the GPU.
He literally just did what you've just done. Literally just sat it on there.
Well, I hate
I hate
it.
it. Yeah, I hate it too.
I hate it, but it's there now.
Hang on. No, yeah. He's not gonna mention anything else. Does it really? Oh, I want to Google it or something. I don't feel.
Wait, you said it wasn't RGB. Or is it RGB? Because it's got a connector for RGB.
Has it really?
It does, yes.
Well, he didn't mention RGB, but I guess if it is, we can try it.
It's so pointless. But go for it.
Why not? So it'll probably have to be the ones in the top right of the motherboard.
So we've already filled out the others.
Yeah. But that'll be alright. Yeah, maybe go on with this if we can, if it's not too awkward. Tangly wangly. Ow, 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 beard.
Just aesthetics. We want to put that in there. And then have it come out the top.
Sorry, just someone from work messaged me at 7:30. I forgot to turn the fucking neon moon sign back on, and they couldn't find the light switch. Oops.
Now this is annoying.
Yeah, and it just. Again, I didn't see where he plugged it in. I think he went in through the back. Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Yeah, he's showing now. Look, he's done that and that, but there's no extra one I can't see.
I think it's covered by his fancy.
Yeah, it is.
But what I've done is sort of tuck it down like that.
Yeah.
So head on, you can't really. I mean, you can just see the top of it, but it's.
So what about this end? Where does this go, if anywhere?
So like from here, if you look, it's like right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that looks good. But what? So where does this go?
That goes into one of the fan headers.
Ah, right. So you've only done RGB, and then that's
Yeah.
okay. I think that's why it's got. Because I think this is. It's like for a daisy chain. That's why it's got extra connectors.
Now it's got kind of fan header.
I think there's one at the top. I'm not sure. I think those are for like AIO. Let me get that.
Can I unplug this one that's in here and see if it's the same?
I think there's another one on the very bottom.
It's identical. It's just white.
Yeah, but I think there's more power delivery in the AIO one. There's two more on the very bottom. There's literally Chufan 3 and 4 next to the battery.
Well, we've got
It's going to be
fucking
awkward.
great big hulking piece of machinery in the way now.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no. This one right there is Chufan 5. So
Right.
next to CPU fan, opt, and AIO pump.
Right, so I can stick it in.
Yeah, so right next to the little digital clock display. Yay. YouTube poops have ruined my brain.
Yeah, they ruin everyone's brain.
Just any time I finish a sentence with an A sound, I have to go, yay. So what
See,
we need over
that's immediately fucked
Yeah.
that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Right in the funnel.
I'm gonna look it up because
Yeah, I hate this part.
me too. Hammer's Master Base 58.
Just to dislodge
Back fan. How do you connect the back fan?
It's
Nice.
It's very.
Oh yeah,
It's a bit tight.
that's what she said. Attach a silicone mount to the screen cooling hole. Screen cooling hole. Then slide the fan onto the silicone nubs. Finally, plug the fan into its dedicated slot. What?
Well, it's a fan header and then it goes into a slot.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Mount the silicone shroud. Attach the fan. Slide it onto the silicone nubs, ensuring it's securely mounted. Well, it's not fucking secure, is it?
No, it keeps coming off every time we pull the cable.
Plug in the fan. Plugs over there. The back fan has a dedicated connector that plugs into a slot on the GPU.
On the GPU.
That's what it says here, yeah. The back fan has a dedicated connector that plugs into a slot on the GPU.
Well,
Bitch, where?
fucking
And he-
show us.
He didn't fucking do it in the video. Oh, fuck's sake.
I'm just trying to see where the connector is.
Ah, here we go. There's a video literally just about putting in the back fan. Right. How to install Screen Cooling Plus, they've called it. Install the rubber gasket. Yeah, we did that. Horrible name for it. Fucking gasket. Mount the fan into the rubber post and make sure the arrow logo is facing up. Did we do that?
Is that? Are these fan headers? Some of it focuses.
I don't know. Well, where is that?
Right at the bottom, there's the
Right next to the battery. On the next to that battery on the left side, yes. On the right side, I don't know.
right. We've got.
Let me have a look.
I believe that is a
Front panel and chassis, whatever chassis is.
front panel. Show me.
F panel, chassis.
And then where's the fan header?
Right next to the battery
So
on
it
the
is
left.
those two. So we can stick a fan in there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So rather than having it so taut that we can't fucking move it down,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in there.
Okay. Install the graphics card and connect boosting fan cable to the motherboard. Yeah. Do you know why? Because they expect you to install it that way. That's why it's not secured in.
Right.
Yeah. Should we just? Because I feel like when it wears up, it's gonna fucking like come off.
When it comes off, it'll be easy to take off, isn't it?
True. It's so stupid. Just
It's so stupid.
give us one screw.
This is just so. I kind of want to just fucking get it over and done with. Now that I've got this started, I want to just do it.
Yeah.
Get it done. Just never have to do
And the
it
front
again.
rubber's coming off as well.
Yeah. You need to be quiet about what she said.
She says a lot of stuff.
She does say quite a lot of things. Slut.
Yeah, so that's why they don't realise that people had to vote for all their fucking GPUs.
I can literally see it. God, it's not. Crawl in. And push. Oh, it's in. And it's got me again. There we go. It's in and it had me. Had me for breakfast. Had me like a kipper. Had
Done up like a
sexual intercourse with me.
comes with a silicone mount that clips onto the screen cooling hole. You then slide the fan under the silicone nubs and plug it into its dedicated slot. It keeps mentioning a dedicated slot.
What dedicated slot? Where the fuck is this dedicated slot? There is no slot.
I know, and then you watch the video and no dedicated slot. They just put it on the rubber nubs. Rubber nubber dub
Rubber
dub.
nubs.
Rubber nubber dub dub. Morty.
Oh.
Fucking rubber nubs.
No again. This is the most worst designed fan delivery system, or whatever this is, in the universe.
It really is stupid.
And then you just got this loose bit of rubber on the front. Like sticking an elastic band on your lips for no reason.
But it does look like it has screw holes.
Oh, we've just been complaining at literally nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great view.
Because the cameras, yeah. Oops.
I've just been complaining and talking and just. Yep. Right, well, it's in now. It's in and it's done and it's never going to be coming out ever again.
It's just so stupid. So basically, it's supposed to, obviously, because most people do still see it horizontally, it's supposed to just sit on the top, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Right. Okay, next part.
Don't know. Because at this point now, he just fucks around with his millions of hubs. Yeah, no, that's it. He's just putting the glass back on now. On the AO, on the blah 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 blah. I think he's just talking bollocks. Yeah, so he's put in the additional, that last fan.
Right, so he's plugged it in at the top.
I just want to see one more time if he actually does anything extra to that back fan, because it is really bothering me. It can't just sit on it. Like, at this point I'm tempted to just fucking like put some fucking tape on it or something so it doesn't move. Closing everything up, and this hub over here, blah, 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 which we don't have or need, so sharp about it. Mate, we get it. You bought a special height hub. Well done, you.
Stop rubbing it.
Final thing, yeah, he's doing that. Right. Notice the little rubber pieces that are sticking out on the back of the GPU. This is something very goes the master. It allows you to attach an additional fan. Attach in fucking quotations. Let me just attach it. Keep in mind that we're going to use this. Pay attention to the tubes of the cooler. That's all he's done. He's just pushed it onto the rubber nubs.
Right.
Maybe, like, did he push it hard? Is it something like that? Where you just have to really push it?
No.
No.
It just sits on the rubber nubs.
That is so shit.
I hate it.
Fucking rubber nubs. Because you know what's
Right.
going to happen? The act of us moving the PC into my room is going to make it fall off.
Or just it functioning in general.
Yeah.
Right, so what's he do next?
So yeah, he plugged in these.
Plugs them in.
Powered by a
Right,
4-pin
I've already plugged them in. That's
addressable
fine.
RGB. Blah 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 blah. It's a whole bunch of different ones. Blah 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 blah. Rubber nub. Yes, it is overkill, but whatever. Yeah, if when I'm using the PC it causes too much issue, I'm just gonna fucking take it out because
Yeah.
it's really only cooling it down by an extra couple of degrees. What the fuck is that?
That's probably the guy upstairs washing machine.
Oh shit! As if we needed another way to be loud. Ow my balls! Ow, sound my balls! Yeah, so that's it. He's now
And then
just
just putting the case
putting
together.
the case back. So I think he starts from here.
Right.
I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
Well,
Like,
no, because they all just go back in
Yeah,
place
they all
where,
have their
where they
own
go.
separate-
So yeah.
places. Yeah, so. Fuck. Right, this is kind of the scary part to see if it actually turns on. Should we try just turning it on before we even put the glass back on? Just in
Yes.
case? Also, I've been wanting to remove the screen protector from this for ages. Have you already done it?
I haven't touched it.
I swear there's something. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's just hard to spot. Oh, Morty. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, just try and tuck the cable away a bit.
Oh my god, look at that. It's got like a matte finish OLED screen. I'm gonna come.
Okay, where have we got a plug? We've got a plug behind you.
Yes, that's true. Will it reach?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Fight!
What the fuck is that doing there?
Today.
Righty ho.
Right, if we remove everything from this side of the table, just.
It is a heavy bugger.
Yep, it sure is. Oh fuck.
No grip there.
Right, I'm going to put all these in the actual power supply box, just so we know that's what they're for. Would you like to stick it up your bum?
Something turned on, the motherboard.
Nothing.
Well, we haven't turned it on yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I just came. Let me turn the lights off. Oh my god! Oh, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at it.
What is this cabinet doing?
I don't know, but I love it. It's like Christmas. Fucking look at that! Shit. Oh, it looks even better than I thought it would. Look at the RAM doing a little like more.
Yeah.
The fucking GPU
The
fans.
screen's
The
working as
RGB
well.
out the bottom like it's got a fucking like halo.
Let's
Oh my god. Yeah, the screen's doing its little thing. TRYX, that's the name of the make.
I thought it was just Team Rocket.
Or it's telling you to go on Twitter. It's like try X.
Look at that.
Isn't it fucking gorgeous? Oh my god.
It even looks good from the top. Look.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I came. Look at it. Also, can you hear anything coming out of it? I know it's idle, but
Not a lot, no.
all I can hear is this bloody washing machine.
Also,
Oh man.
your screen's
Oh shit.
BIOS, I think.
Oh fuck.
New CPU installed. FTPM, PSP, NV corrupted or FTPM. Yeah, because you haven't got anything installed.
Yeah, of course. That's the next step. Oh my god, it looks so much better than I even thought it was going to.
Looks pretty good.
I want to just have the room completely pitch black so we can just
bask.
look at the bottom of it. I knew having the RGB fans in the bottom would be a good idea. Oh man. Oh. Right, let's remove the screen protector from the screen.
Honestly, it doesn't really do it justice on the camera.
Did you already remove it?
No.
Oh. Yeah, no, the camera, it really isn't showing how amazing this actually looks. Ooh, sorry.
Hello.
Right, there is Windows 11.
Okay.
Should we actually set it up
Oh,
through the screen?
have you seen the little screen on top?
No. Oh yeah, I forgot the GPU also has a little
It
screen.
has a little animation going on. Look.
Yeah, some weird little character. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I think you can program that with like GPU temp or like your own GIFs or that sort of bollocks.
It's sort of. I mean, he doesn't know how to do a skateboard. He thinks he has to walk it.
Oh man,
No.
I want to call in sick from work later.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna need you to set up my stream stuff soon because I'm gonna
Right.
want to do a stream.
Now,
Not today. We've done enough today.
the thing is,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be turning this on and installing Windows 11 on this sideways motherfucking screen. Okay?
Ah, where's your spirit? All right. Maybe the HDMI out of that screen, if it's accessible.
Yes.
Good plan.
Another HDMI.
Oh man. See, I was a little bit worried about the black and white, like with the black motherboard, but I think it fucking. Oh, it looks so good. GPU has a screen. Yep, the cooler has a screen. The case has a screen. I almost bought fans with LCD screens, but I thought, nah, there's really no need. The fans have infinity mirrors on the side and front. Oh my god, this is such a fucking beautiful PC. I have zero buyer's remorse so far. We'll have to see what the gaming performance is like, but fuck. Don't turn it off. Oh.
It's not going to recognise the noise, will it?
The screen's
Not very
the AIO screen's still on.
So it is.
Interesting.
Maybe just when it's got power. Maybe it's the same issue we had to deal with.
Yeah.
Certain things won't turn off.
Yeah, because the motherboard as well. Oh, I'm sad now. I just want to watch it all day.
Did you turn that back on?
What? The video? I don't remember. I probably never turned it off, to be fair. Where's the fucking cursor? Yeah, sorry, glasses in the way. Oh man, I'm so fucking happy with this build. What time is work? Annoyingly, I've been asked to go in 2 hours fucking early again. So 9, so I'm gonna have to get up at 7 PM, which is plenty of time. It's only 10 to 10 now, so.
Have you noticed this? This guy is showing off his Pokemon card in the background.
Yeah, he's got 2 of them. Ooh, I'm gonna. What is it?
I think
Grade
it's
10.
an Arcanine or something.
I think one of them's a Charizard, but I think they're like grade 10 or whatever. Mint, whatever. Worth like fucking $1,000.
Right.
Screens with screens.
This is so dark now. Until we do this.
The fact that the power button is a mechanical keycap as well, it's just so gamey. I love it. Yeah, there's things happening on the case screen.
Oh no.
Oh, the boot disc thing. USB thing. The trouble is it going to recognise the other screen now that it has like a main screen? Maybe we'll have to unplug the case screen from the display port in the back.
Yeah, I hope it wouldn't try and prioritise this thing. No signal. Signal dead. No, I think it's going to make this one really low screen.
Should we just unplug it? That's interesting.
Who's that Pokemon?
Rufflet.
No, it's not. It's a Farfetch that's been electrocuted by a Pikachu. What, the little button? I knew we'd come up against problems, but I didn't think so this soon. Oh. Yay!
CPU installed. Press right to reset.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like this being in BIOS. I don't think there's a reason for that. I don't really know what BIOS means in this context. Yeah, I don't have a wireless keyboard. Do you want me to grab my keyboard anyway?
Yeah, but it'd probably be easier than trying to fish it out of my system.
True. Well, I will be fishing it out of your system. Even the back fan looks good.
It does look good. And they are infinity mirrors as well.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Fucking look at this shit. Look at this infinity mirror shit on the side. Isn't that just overkill? I fucking love it. Right, even the fans have got like infinity mirrors in them.
On the sides and the front.
Sides and front, yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, your PC now has a massive infinity mirror on the front.
Yeah.
In a sort of hourglass figure. Let us give this a go. Yeah, they should, I hope.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go.
Hey, there we go. So what are we doing? We're pressing N to continue with the system boot.
Yeah. Sure.
Amy.
Well, it recognises the processor. Memory. What's the memory speed? 4800. Yeah, that's like half. That should be more like 8000. I don't know how to.
Part of it's cut off.
Yeah, it's not fully in properly, like cropped. That's the word.
F1 to enter BIOS. Right. So that's the part? Is that the? It's not recognizing the flash drive as a boot drive. So otherwise it would come up there.
What is that then?
That's your hard drive.
Why is it only 123 gigabyte? It's 2 terabyte.
Well, what's the size of this thing then?
I don't remember.
Right now?
Yeah. I don't think it says so on it. You'll need Windrush installed. What the fuck's Windrush?
It's
Oh, Windows. Right.
let's say 2 terabyte. It's 1.81, but that usually means 2 terabyte.
What, that thumb drive?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
My one.
I was going to say.
Doesn't seem to recognise it.
Oh no. Why?
I don't know. Where did you get the download from?
From Google, from the official Windows site.
Right. And then what did you do?
Put it on the USB.
You just put it on the USB.
Yeah, I formatted the USB
Right.
and then just downloaded the Windows installer to the USB.
So you didn't install it to the drive. Because normally what these need is to be installed onto the drive so that they can be used as like a hard drive.
Well, I followed a YouTube guide and I did what he said. He said literally just to install it straight to the USB. Because it obviously goes like, where do you want to install it? And I selected the USB from my PC.
So you did install it.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's not recognising, unless it's corrupted somehow. Why would it not recognise?
Let's try to correct it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
ESD USB. Okay, so yeah, it does look like it's trying to be a Windows.
So how big is it?
It is 30 gigabytes.
Right, yeah. Not 123, so it's not that. I don't know what that is then. It must be a partition. God knows. Right, stick it in, probably in the back then, because the front's probably not.
Well, I did stick it in the back.
Oh, you did.
Let's try a different one.
And then press F8 to open the boot menu.
Well, it's probably not going to recognise it until it's restart.
How do you restart?
I'm on this one.
Oh, okay.
That's how you restart the computer. It's always safe. It goes through the system.
Fair dues. See, Eversmile worried me. I was like, what's Windrush? Is it a special thing I don't know? That is Windows.
Yeah, it's funny how certain
Sounds all
spellings
correct
are
to
sort
me.
of
Sounds
important
like
with these sort of
buggery.
things. Because sometimes when somebody says something like Windrush, it's like, well, yeah, it's a bit of programming. Okay, I thought you just misspelled Windows.
Can we try the keyboard in the back I/O? Because it could even be that the back I/O's not like in properly or something.
Keyboard.
Yeah, just see if it lights up. Because then we'll know if the back I/O actually has power. Just try any of the. Yeah. Okay. Might as well just leave it.
Reset FTP-M. If you have BitLocker or encryption enabled, the system will not boot without a recovery key. Press N to keep previous FTP-M record. Should we try and reset it and then
try pressing Y. Oh, fans wired up a bit. It's thinking.
right for this stage? I think I'm just going to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's not going to be very much to watch other than the pretty lights.
Okay, it's back on this now. Fan speed detection error. Please make sure your CPU cooler is properly connected to the CPU_fan header.
Now, is that possibly because we don't have the software installed?
It's possible, yeah.
Right, F1 to boot. We've still not got a thing there.
Maybe click on that partition. Maybe, you know.
You've got a mouse.
Is it? Yeah.
You've got the mouse. Oh wait, no, you're a different computer, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I'd need the USB header thingy. Right down there. No. Said every scumbag man to every woman ever. With the full of course. Will that just work though? Because it's like,
Yeah.
hey,
It's a very simple technology these days.
the fact that it's red probably means that, yeah. Oh, okay. No idea what this is. Republic of Gamers. Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe it just doesn't know how many gigabytes the USB actually has.
That's very strange.
Or maybe it is 123, but only the Windows install is 32 gigs.
Well, no, it gave me the total of the
Yeah,
drive.
it did, yeah. That's really weird. Well, fun.
Well, get going then. Start it up. You can change them to UK, I believe. No, you can't.
Really?
Second one you can. Oh, you know what it probably was? If you just click off of it and then go back and then go up.
Oh, yeah, English.
Go up.
Yeah, you're right.
It's right there. It was right above United Kingdom, United
Yeah,
States.
that's it.
No, this is going to be the same forever. Yep. Yes, I agree. Everything will be deleted, including files. Well, we've got nothing to delete, so might as well give it the opportunity to format if necessary. The product key, so that it.
Don't worry,
You'll
I'll
have
buy
to
one.
activate it.
So it's Windows 11 Pro, but not N. I
Yeah.
can't remember what N is, but it's follows. So yeah. This is EULA, isn't it?
Just accept. Nobody gives a shit if you get scroll down at the bottom. Some people do, but
Yeah, some games do, don't they?
they don't allow you to continue unless you scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Searching for discs. Okay.
So that's 1.8 terabyte, 227.
Oh, 32 gig. Yeah, so it does recognise it. And then whatever the fuck that is, I don't know. So it'll be the first one.
Yeah, I imagine so. Anyway, it's a 2 terabyte SSD, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Keep nothing. Yep. Well, there we go.
All right. We
It's
just
going.
needed to use that weird partition that.
We didn't know what we were doing with it.
Again, though, that's my weird way of finding solutions. I'm just like, let's try the thing that it shouldn't be. See, I'm one of those people, like, I could probably get really high in, like, NASA or something. Because they're all like, what do we do? And I'm like, you try typing in knob. Well, I don't see why it worked, but okay, we've
It
solved,
just worked. Why
we've-
did that work?
We've
Nobody knows.
solved antimatter just by typing in knob.
Solved antimatter.
Yeah, we've solved antimatter.
Antimatter is currently a problem.
No,
We've
not
solved
anymore.
it.
Solved it because I typed in knob. Oh fucking hell! I've missed a lot. Sounds all good to me. Sounds like buggery. Love buggery. Not Russ, just Durs. Winders. Oh, I see. I don't know why I read it as Russ. Russ, Windruss. I don't know. I've done a lot of stuff today. It's a Saturday night as well at work. It was, so quite a lot of drunk people, quite a lot of silly, weird requests. There was a very sassy, very funny gay guy actually that wanted a new key cut for his room because his wasn't working for some reason. So when that happens, I go up with them in case if their key still doesn't work. I just let them in and then sort it out. But luckily it did work. But as we're going up, it's just this like mass of something on the floor with like trainers on the end of it, and I go to him, is that a person? And he's like, I'll tell you who said that. But yeah, he thought it was really funny. He thought like that to me she just looked like a blob with trainers on. It was good. But yeah, she was like asleep in the hallway because she was really drunk and couldn't get in the room. So but yeah.
I think we're going F1 again, aren't we? Oh, look at that.
Aha, Windows Boot Manager. Yeah.
Right, so that's what you want. So let's so is that it? That's installed now?
I believe so.
We'll leave it in, but make sure that the boot priority is in that order. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things we are going to eventually want to do on the BIOS, but we need to look into them. And they're not too important right now. Motherboard temperature, 25 degrees. I love it. Right, so yeah, I suppose we'll just... I thought you could double click, but you actually have to go into the boot menu. So, it's probably going to do this a few times, because it's going to need to install, and then reset, and restore, and restore. I said restore. But yeah, until we get onto Windows, we can't fix the resolution. I suppose I can plug this back in now, right?
Yeah, until we get it sorted, I wouldn't.
Yeah, true.
I don't want it starting to put fucking
Yeah,
Windows on this
it
screen.
will.
Like, oh, how do we get from there to there now?
Because it will think that that's screen 1, won't it?
I would hope not. There we go, installing 42%. Keep your
42 here.
Good.
Ah, this is so exciting.
Going well. We've built it. It obviously works. Obviously the fans all work as well. They turn off when the computer's off,
Yep.
which was
Even
the problem we
the
had
power
last
supply
time.
fan, even that right now is off because it doesn't need to be whirring away.
That's good.
But when it starts up, it does whir for a little bit. It goes 42. Eversmart gets the reference.
I'm getting a draft.
It's blowing out nice cold air, isn't it? I can feel that from back here as well.
And here,
Yeah.
right, here we go. You'd think it'd be able to sort this bit out itself.
Yeah. Oh, fuck up. Oh, it's really.
Yeah, I don't know why this is so fucking weird.
So that's what ROG stands for, Republic of Demons. I still don't know what Strix means.
Send tits. Really?
Send Terry and Ricky in xylophones. Yay! We got Windows logo.
Windows.
I don't have a mouse though. Yeah, there it is. United Kingdom.
Yes. English?
English India. United
United Kingdom.
Land of hope and glory.
Do you want a second keyboard layout?
No.
Skip.
Something else.
Connection
Ethernet.
network.
Not now.
It probably would be a good idea.
Do we have a spare Ethernet?
Well,
somewhere?
you've got wireless, haven't you? You've got a plug at the back. No Wi-Fi.
True.
Will
but
that work?
It's asking for Ethernet.
Well, we could probably give it.
Where is the wireless dongle?
I don't know.
No, you know the for the motherboard, the wireless, the Wi-Fi 7 thing.
The thing that I just said.
Yeah. Where is that?
I don't know. I was asking you.
It should be in this room somewhere. There it is.
I was fucking asking you that.
I'll put it on.
Well, then I'm wondering whether it would come with like internet drivers, wouldn't it?
I don't know. You would hope.
It says install driver. Oh. Oh, I don't like it.
Well, it's just drivers, so I guess they'd just be on the PC.
Yeah, but I think it's looking for the drivers. I think it's asking you where the drivers are.
No, because I hit install driver, so this is just where do you want to install them to, surely. I'll try.
Searching for and installing new drivers. Yeah, something went wrong because it couldn't find any.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Balls.
So
Wait, so what about the install disk? Maybe that might have.
maybe. But what if it's installing it to that drive?
Something went wrong anyway. Yeah. Do you want to take the one out the back of your PC?
So I can't stream it.
I'm calling it your PC because it's yours now.
If I were to take it out of there, I would have to unroute it from where it is.
Oh,
So
fuck.
under the carpet.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, bollocks. We don't have a spare Ethernet. Gives good blow. Redacted of keys. Windows. Wumbles. Bowl.
Let's go without.
I don't think I can. I can't hit next. You better have an Ethernet ready, boys and girls. What if I was never intending to use Ethernet though? What if I only wanted wireless?
Then you'd have to find an Ethernet somewhere.
Yeah.
So there is one thing that I can think of what we could do, but it does mean the stream's going to have to go off. Take it out of my computer.
I guess it's kind of the only way.
Because at the moment we're just installing Windows now, and that's not very interesting.
True. Fuck, how does that come out? It clicked in easy enough. You literally clicked in with no resistance. Oh, okay, you just got to give it some welly. Fair enough. Give it some willy. Alright, I guess we'll BRB.
Not really BRB. The stream's going to have to go down, and if we find it interesting enough to bring the stream back up, we'll come back. But
If not, thanks for watching.
yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you're still watching, blah,
I
blah, blah,
was
blah, blah.
saying balloons.
I can't do that now.
I will stream from the new PC probably tomorrow because I am actually off work tomorrow and Tuesday. So yeah,
I'm not going to have the time. I don't think I'm going to have the time to set up your stream because I've got to sleep.
that is true.
I've got to sleep, and I
Yeah,
don't
and
want
you're back at work tomorrow.
I'm back at work tomorrow as well. So, but today is the day that I'm going to need to also be up and do other stuff as well because I've got commissions to do and all sorts of stuff. I can't be sleeping until like 8 p.m.
Yeah,
It's really going to fuck me for work.
true that.
So yeah, I think this is the point that we're just going to leave it. We'll sort all the bits and
Well,
bits
if
and pieces.
I can, I might do like a stripped back, very basic stream.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, you've got all the assets on the other
Yeah.
thing. You can transfer them over if you want.
Yeah, it just won't have all the bells and whistles, so to speak. We'll
Right.
figure it out.
Okay, well we're gonna go
Bye, friends. Thanks for
while we
watching.
sort this out.
I'm gonna enjoy this PC very much.
Here it is. We did it. It's good. We can put the fucking screens back on.
Yeah, I suppose we can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for another couple minutes while we put the
Yeah.
bits of glass back on.
Put the bits of glass back on and peel off the stickers. The stickers.
Where did that go?
Oh yeah, that's the only one that requires some screws. Do we know where the screws are?
I believe they are there.
These two tinies?
It should be, yeah.
Tiny wee bastards! Tiny wee busted screws for your screen, mate!
Why are you being
I'm being
racist?
Scottish. Do you have a screwdriver?
Yes. Please don't screw in them.
Yeah, great job on the cable. That's actually really nice.
So glad that there is a cover on this because this is smudged to fuck.
Yeah, no, it always looks more smudged when it's got the plastic on.
Right.
Stop your fucking around.
Side glass on. Turn it around. Yeah. Do you want to do the honours? I would say rotate this way so that we can put it on. Yep. Oh, why do things keep landing on my toes?
That is so sad. Oh. Oh no. It was on the inside.
What was on the inside?
It's sticking up. Please don't have residue.
That's alright, we've got isopropyl alcohol, we can get that off.
A little bit of residual.
This goes on the back, doesn't it?
No, yeah, it goes on. Yeah.
Is it that way?
Yeah.
That way?
Yeah. So yeah, in the little bits first.
Oh yeah, the balls are on the top.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
I don't think that needs any screws, does it?
No.
Nice. Thumbs. Ooh, thumbs. Yeah.
And that goes on top.
That's got lots of balls.
Balls.
Balls. Beautiful.
Right, and there's nothing on the bottom because that's all done, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
all
It's all
screwed.
done. It's all together.
Oh, it's so fucking beautiful.
Finally.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, we've got one more.
Oh yeah. I was enjoying this.
Oh, it didn't come off.
Almost.
Right.
Oh yeah. Such
Fantastic. Right. Thank you. We're pissing off now.
Oh wait, no, it's still on.
And
Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. This has been immense fun.
yes,
I wish I could say the fun's over for us, but we've got to actually
gotta
get
sort this
Windows
shit
working.
yeah. So yeah, catch you later.
Bye, pals.
Bumholes.
He's been TJ Pownell. I've been Flat the Younger. If you're not already following, do. And lick my testicle.
Oh, do please. Just
Like
to get him off my case.
Like a Maxibon. You don't really lick a Maxibon, do you?
Not really. I don't know what a Maxibon is. I think that's
It-
a
it's
type
the-
of
with the
condom,
weird-
isn't it?
It's an ice cream sandwich with a weird sort of salty biscuit. Yeah. Think about it.
I will think about it later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Farewell. Fucking turn it off! Turn it off!